Wait, give me a sec. I can just do like this. We are live, boys. What's going on? Who do we have? We have Moxin, we have Checo, Gonze, Jaymon, Deadpool. What's going on, guys? What is it? Is it Happy Tuesday today? Yeah, it's Happy Tuesday today. Buffer, what's up? Teriyaki. How you guys doing? We are back to a normal stream. No Topstep today. Let's see what the 5-minute orb wants to do. Ren, what's up? Market is making a new all-time highs. Good evening, Hedgefuge. Steven, what's going on? Market, another all-time highs, huh? Shago, what's going on? Taco Tuesday? Is there anything to taco? There's always something to taco, huh? There is always something to taco. It reminds me a little bit. Toretto, what's going on? You get the trade yesterday? Yeah, 1-2 trades. He had, what's going on? Red folder. We have red folder. Oh, that's a good reminder. Let's check it out. Okay, so we have some news on top of the hour, so we are not into any rush. Thank you, Chaco. You're the man. What's going on, guys? Stuart Lucas, what's up? How's the weather in Spain, Stuart? How's the life in Spain? Man, this market is so bullish, huh? Many, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for some. We are in for... Again, do we even need to repeat ourselves? This market keeps being as bullish as possible. No retracements in sight. ES haven't taken out the all-time high though, so maybe there's something there, but so far it looks like another all-time high day. And a month of new all-time highs almost every day, huh? This market is kinda crazy. A month of all-time highs almost every single day. What a market. What a market. We'll see. We have shitloads of time. There's some news coming. Some news coming at the top of the hour. Cool, 20 degrees. All good vibes. When is it not good vibes in Spain, huh? Did really well on tax today, all buys. I think like every single market is extremely bullish, huh? You just close your eyes, press the buy button. Yeah, this market is... there's nothing bearish. We had some potential bearish news yesterday. I was like, it's okay. Let's see. Let's finalize the orb. Let's see what the new all-time high will do. Do you think the BTT rule change is going to bring a significant amount more volume to the markets? Some, yeah. I think so, yeah. Gives easier access, right? Definitely gonna increase volume. But I think it's just like... You feel it maybe temporary, you know what I mean? For a temporary moment, there feels like there's more volume, more movement. But I think it's just gonna kind of like melt together into normal. Like, you maybe feel a difference for a little bit, but I don't think there's a really like there's not gonna be like a huge difference, if you know what I mean. It's still a retail. Hey BB, what's going on? How are you doing? We are still 7 minutes before the 15-minute orb finalizes. Plenty of time. Plenty of time, find any trades. ESNQ big divergence. Yeah, they've been having divergence for the last, I would say, a week. There has been like heavy divergence between these two. NQ is doing all-time highs consistently, right? ES is kinda lagging, but I think it's because of the earnings. We had really good earnings for the tech. Kerragen, good morning to you, my friend. How are you doing? We had really good earnings for the Google, Amazon, Microsoft. The numbers look good, right? And stock market always wants to know what's the future. So I think that's why there's so much divergence. I don't like the divergence we are getting because it's kind of removing some confluences from my trading. But I mean, it's just a season. We are at all-time high season, making new all-time high almost every day. So it's hard to complain rather than just accept the market. I'm a little bit tired of this consistent pumping. I love more volatile market where we have more ups and downs, but I mean, we can't do anything. Thank you for the great content. I've been following you for a while. Not sure if you missed it or not, but what's the reason you trade MNQ and not MS in particular? There's no particular reason. I started with MNQ and I kind of stick to it. I mean, I will trade the ES the same way. Okay, there's a few reasons. I feel that I'm more in sync with NQ in terms of like having a lot of market hours, seeing how it moves. And it's just like in trading, I think like you want to feel as comfortable and confident whatever you're trading as possible. And by that I mean like you want to be as familiar with its movements as possible. You don't want to get caught without your pants, if you know what I mean. Like you don't want to be surprised by the moves it makes. With NQ, it's really hard to surprise me in a sense. Like anything that NQ does, it doesn't surprise me because I have seen it before. So it's familiarity, and I do watch ES all the time, even right now, right? I'm gonna put the 15-minute orb on both of them. I like to use ES for information, but I don't trade ES. Another thing is with NQ, I know exactly how many points is how much money. I don't know with ES. So sometimes I really like to, I know the 50 points will give me 100 with one micro, right? 1000 with one NQ or mini. So sometimes when I trade, I can see, okay, we are 70 points from VWAP. I'm just giving a random example. VWAP is usually a really good TP. So in my head, I'm okay, if I hit this trade, that's how much I'm gonna make from this trade. So it's just, everything is easy to kind of absorb with NQ. I absorb the information quickly. I don't know, it's just, NQ knows how to make you addicted to it. It makes you win big, it makes you lose big. And it has something that drags you in, right? But I think ES itself is more clean in a sense. ES has maybe less those extreme wicks. So, not particular. Rowie, what's going on? JM going straight down. The thing is, it's the only one going down. If it was NQ, if everything else was going down as well and NQ was going down, or NQ was going up and everything else was going down, that's a huge divergence. If JM is alone doing it, doesn't give me a lot of information. If now Russell starts to, I want Russell usually to lead the race. If you look all indexes and divergences between them, I want Russell usually to kind of lead the race in a sense, but we'll see. We'll see. We still have 2 minutes before the 15-minute orb closes. We'll see. It's way too early for me to make any decisions what this market wants to do today. But we also have news in 15 minutes. Probably, if you know how I trade, I don't like to go into a trade when the news is happening, especially I think it's a red folder. Last time we checked, it was a red folder. Yeah, it's ICM, Scholz. That usually moves the market. I don't like being in the trade before the news because I feel it's kind of random. The outcome can be so random, it can wick you out in seconds. Okay, we closed 15-minute orb. God damn, NQ it's really similar to Friday opening. Good morning, Kartik. It's sub 29,911. You're seeing 29? You think we're gonna bump 2K? Or you made a typo? I don't think we're gonna go up 2,000 points. 27.99. I don't really aim for a green streak, but I'm on a 20 days in a row. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you shouldn't aim for the green streak. It doesn't give you anything else, but pressure at some point. Where's the opening candle? Let's put the New York view up here as well. Yeah, we'll see what this market wants to do. I mean, it looks to me like it wants to keep pumping, huh? Man, kind of insane market. And we are above that RSI, god damn. We are above the 65 RSI, right? And we are also like, Cypherst, what's up? We are also like, if you're not inside those VWAP activation bands, that's usually indication of another zombie rally. Will NQ do 2%, eh? We'll see. We have news in 14 minutes. Let's see what this orb will do. It's straight rocket, right? It's a straight rocket, this market. Some call it Shrek tick candles, whatever you want to call it. Has one direction, and that is up. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna not try to find some juicy shorts. I think shorts are harder, but they're a little bit cheaper in a sense, but let this market live out whatever it wants to live out. How's the volume today? Pretty good volume as well on this buying. You know why I think this market is going up a lot as well? I think everyone is trying to short this every single day. If you read any comments on any trading Reddit and so on, everyone is so fucking mad at this market. They are like, oh, why is it going up? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know, the only people who comment that it doesn't make sense is when you're losing money against the market. It's the same thing when it goes down, right? If you're longing this market and this market goes down, We're like, oh, this doesn't make sense. This I know that. I've been there as well. I've been screaming at this market. Fuck this. It doesn't make sense. But I'm thinking like everyone is trying to be a genius, you know? We have movies like The Big Short. Everyone was like, I'm gonna be the next Big Short. And I think like as long as people trying to call the top and trying to short this every day, I've checked some SPY puts and calls ratios. Oftentimes there is such a high like buying of puts, right? If you don't know what puts is it's the same as shorts. You're betting that the market goes down. So as long as they feed the market makers with those shorts, it's hard to stop this market. When they turn bullish and be like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna start buying it as well, maybe then we have a chance to go down. But I mean, at some point it's gonna happen, right? But it may not happen for months. We don't know this. Nice divergence though. Nice divergence. Those, I'm not seeing anything yet. Please teach us VWAP activation bands. I'm waiting for a video from you. It's coming. And I do have VWAP activation band video, but a new one is coming as well. Just saw my Intel calls. What's happening with Intel? I know semiconductors are up huge. It's their season. It's the semiconductor season. Kartik, I'm gonna give you 2-minute lesson on VWAP activation bands without the long video. Why are they? Okay, there we go. First rule of VWAP activation bands: wait for them to get destroyed, because VWAP activation bands, what they show you, if you care about what they are as an indicator, they show you the volatility range. This right now is kind of showing you what's the volatility range of this market. How much volatility can this market potentially be by whatever calculations, right? So when it starts overnight, it's super tight. I could make some bad jokes here, but I'm not gonna make them, but it's tight, right? Here the volatility is 45 points. Right now the volatility is 400 points, right? Now you wait for them to break. How do we break them? Well, here are a few examples, but the best breaks are when we completely destroy them, like here, then they really extend, right? Now once they are extended, I usually like to wait until New York, which we are kind of doing it now, but this is not the perfect extension by a sense. I'll explain why. But you wait for them to be extended. Usually for me, that's a New York that I want New York session to extend them even more. No matter what happened during Asia and London, I want New York to properly destroy them and then make them bigger. Once they're bigger, they become stronger. Now the best way to destroy them, or when you're actually gonna find trades, is when the price, you go on a 1-minute chart, you don't look at VWAP activation bands higher than maybe 3-minute chart. Now once the price breaks them, but is inside of them, that's what you want to see. Right now, as you see, we are not inside of them. So usually, if you're not inside of them and they just keep extending, that usually means that we're gonna just zombie rally. It's like 65 RSI. It kind of means we are zombie rallying, or we're likely to zombie rally, because they're not giving us any resistance. They're just escaping the price, right? So price can just go and they keep extending. So you don't find any reversals. Now what sometimes happens is price comes inside of them and then it extends them, right? It bounces quite picture perfect inside of them. And then what I do is, once price is breaking them the way that I just explained, where it's inside of them, then I go on ES and NQ simultaneously on two of those charts. and you wait for 1 minute candle to close outside of them. So imagine that the price is inside of them, both NQ and ES, and then you don't do anything. And now you see that the 1 minute candle closes below them or outside of them, and 1 minute candle closes, not goes. Candle close is important. And then you either take preemptive short or you wait, so you get candle close below them, and now you wait for the retest. And this retest, whatever reaction you see there, if you see that they are giving us, so to say, reversal reaction, then you're gonna go into a trade. Drunkenness, what's going on? QQQ up 1.4%. 1.1 you mean? Not 1.5 yet, but I mean we might get. But right now the VWAP activation bands, who was it, Kartik, is not showing me anything regarding like reversal pattern. For reversal pattern, I want the price to be inside of them. Or now, when we have extended them, then maybe something like this, and then I will see what happens, because they are kind of extended. So every time they're extended, I assume they are more stronger. But the most dangerous trades that I have taken is they keep extending while price is not inside of them, right? And then it's just gonna zombie rally up, and these you never touch them, and then you keep waiting for your short, and I mean you shouldn't short in that case. But I'll make longer video as well. It's actually quite simple indicator. The only exception is news. When you have like super aggressive news, then I mean it's with any indicator, right? Support, resistance. If there's something really bad happening or positive happening, there is no indicator that will show you where to go against the market if you want to go against the market. Okay, I'll wait 5 minutes and then I'm gonna look for trade. I'll wait for the news. We have news in 4 minutes. Let's see how the market reacts to the news, and then I'll start trading. Let's see. The green streak is still on, baby. Small day. Yeah, I took 2 trades today. What is the indicator called in TradingView? It's you get it easier. Do we have spammer? No. You get it easier from my chart and indicators, this channel. But let me look up the name for you. It's, where is it? Here. It's VWAP STDV bands V2 mode by the Young Queasy. And then these are the settings that I have. I think the only setting you don't have in default is show fourth group of bands. I have this enabled, not fifth one. And colors the same, everything else the same, if you want to have the same settings. But VWAP STDV bands V2 mode. There's especially, you know, when VWAP activation bands are amazing indicator in a range, day range market. We had one day, I posted this on Discord as well. Trading is never easy, but sometimes in hindsight it is easy. There was one day where we were just like, let me show you. We were just like this, like ping pong inside of them. And then you're like, why I didn't just short and long the VWAP activation bands? But of course, that's hindsight. How many trading framework videos are you expecting to make? 20. I would say 20. Yeah, I think 20, 25 is a fair number. 3 episodes minimum this week. I want to do 3 a week. I'm a little bit behind the schedule because of the work, but how's your streak going? Is it still green? Yes, sir. It's, we can check. It's April was really low for me in terms of profits, but yeah, as you see, it's still green. I'm not gonna count, I'm gonna check from Topstep how many days it is. Let's see from how many days it is. Here it is. It's 116 days now. 116 days, yeah. Okay, we have 2 minutes and then I can trade. And you know the promise I made to myself in May? I'm never gonna enter again with 1 micro. I needed to, you know, maybe my luck is not so good anymore. Okay, I don't wanna jinx anything, but I had to change this 100k account, which is has the most green days. These ones don't have so many green days. They're a little bit behind because I started them a little bit later. And they don't even have the red day as well. They started straight from the green. But I can't hold this as a leader anymore because the scaling thing, the balance, something is I can't hold them as a leader. Do this like a Hulk of day trade. Every time he comes in, he goes green. It's not the only Hulk feature I have, if you know what I mean, Drunkeness. Okay, we have 1 minute until the news. Let's see how the market reacts to the news, and then I really want to start finding a trade. 19, 18, 17. Few seconds. Where is my nicotine? And you know, fuck YouTube playlist of people who make playlists that these are copyright free songs. I got so many warnings from YouTube that they're not gonna monetize my stream videos because I'm listening to songs that are not copyright free. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I choose these kind of like background music, copyright free music for creators and streamers, and then YouTube sends me email. Hey, you're listening to your music on stream that is not allowed. Short setting up in NQ? Potentially, yes. Let's see. We just had news. I don't know how to read those news. The market usually reads them for me. Unless it's like super obviously bearish or bullish. But those... Okay, this I can read, right? This is easy. This too, right? I'm not so dumb. But in terms of PMI, it's something about the manufacturing prices, I think. But in terms of if the number based on surveys purchases, okay, excluding the so it's survey amongst the purchasing managers. I have no idea if it's bullish or bearish, the number we got. It seems like it's quite on the forecast, right? That was expected. This is what we got. So I think it's nothing bearish or bullish. I mean, good neutral news is usually bullish. Good and neutral news are usually bullish. But okay, let's try to find a trade. Let's see. I don't see a short yet. I see more longs. Although I don't like longing all-time highs, but that's usually the only right trade. It's just more like, where do we get into longs? Do we have any EMA retracements? I think like longing this market makes sense until it doesn't. I don't long off them, but I also like this market has been really unshortable for most of the time. I'm trying to see something. RSI is high. RSI is high means it's bullish. RSI high means that it tells you that the market is okay buying the price. I mean, it's a little bit overheated. There is also the overheated conversation, right? But RSI can be lower and the price go higher, right? That can be a bullish divergence. But if price is super bullish and RSI is super bullish, typically it just means that the market is okay. They're feeling bullish about the price. They're not feeling that if the RSI will be downtrending and the price be going up, that's where you're like, okay, the market is telling me that it's not really feeling so bullish as the price is showing it. But with there is an argument that it's a little bit overheated, can do some cool down. I agree on that, but high RSI is kind of, in my eyes, it's usually agreement with the price. I do say it's a little bit too high, but at the same time, how I read RSI is it's telling me that the market agrees with the 28,000 or whatever. Especially when it's above the 65 RSI. When it's above 65 RSI on every single time frame, that's really hard to short. That's usually the market telling you to not short it. Like daily is making new highs, price is making new highs, so they are correlated. They are correlated, right? If this daily will make lower highs, which was the case for a few days, and I mentioned this here as well, that maybe there's some bearish signs. It didn't play out, right? We were at weekly 65 RSI, and I told you guys on stream as well that, hey, I'm seeing something really bearish on high time frame. It's not there anymore, right? So right now, price making new higher highs with the new higher price making higher highs, RSI making higher highs. So that's just telling me that the market is agreeing of being this bullish. If it was making lower highs, like if RSI would look something like this, I would be like, guys, something is not looking good. But that's daily. Daily takes at least 3 days to kind of develop. We'll see. I'm not seeing anything. I'm looking rather a nice pullback. Someone called it as well. How do you long near all-time highs? Do you just go buy X points? It's really hard. For me, trading all-time highs is hard. It's probably my least profitable market conditions. I'd rather just invest during all-time highs, you know, put your money without leverage. I don't like trading all-time highs because psychologically it's hard. You don't have any targets. You just need to trail your stop loss. And every pullback makes you a little bit like, I'm talking only psychologically, not on the technical side, but every pullback makes you feel like, now that's it, I was the buyer at the top, because you never want to be the last buyer at the top, right? There will be correction, but that correction can happen today and it can happen in 2 months. This market is crazy in that sense. And ES haven't made its all-time high. NQ have almost every day, overnight sessions and so on. So wouldn't be surprised if this keeps rallying until at least ES hits new all-time high as well. But I don't have a good answer. It's trying to find the best retracement, go long, ride the trend until it's not, and then if you see some divergences or something, I still might short this today. But I don't see yet anything that tells me to short, and I don't have a strong pullback to go long as well. I don't, even if it's not the top in 2 hours, it's not my setup, right? There are breakout traders who kinda trade like retest and breakout, right? So they maybe find what's the old resistance, kinda around here, right? This was the last resistance. So maybe if price comes here, retest it, they long it. Again, just not my typical setups. And I just hope that we don't get like 5 months of all-time high every day. It will suck for 2 reasons. It's hard to trade, maybe only for me. I think some of you will agree, some of you will say just buy and ride the wave, right? But there's also like another reason why I don't want this to go on for, I don't know, 3 months straight, because then you're gonna be eating yourself thinking like, why didn't I just long for 3 months and I will be retired, you know? Looking back at March, when we look at the weekly chart on NQ, don't mind the lines, right? This is like, I should have just longed every single day for the last 4 weeks. and I'll probably wouldn't be working anymore. So in hindsight, that's also like why I don't want this market to do all-time-highs every day, because I don't want to look back in few months and think like, oh yeah. But there are some ways. EMAs, right? Ride the trend until we break 15-minute 9 EMA. If you get retracement to this 60 points, 28.030, maybe I will long, because my stop will be below it a little bit. EMAs, if they get any retracements, we had a nice retracement on 1 hour yesterday. As you see, there's quite divergence. ES came out, took even 100 EMA. I was like, okay, interesting. NQ was like, I don't need to test 100 EMA. But usually 4 hour is quite good. If you get bigger retracement rate, this 21 EMA has been holding us. Here I was a little bit, oh, maybe we'll break 21 EMA. But this 21 EMA has been a really good final boss for bulls by the dip. If only we had longed in 2020 with 1 million held. Yeah, I mean, it probably would be super expensive to hold the trade with contract rollovers and everything. But it's cheaper to buy, it's cheaper to hold long than it is to hold short. That's what I heard on Topstep TV some time ago. That if you're a big institution and you want to hold overnight shorts, there is quite a hefty fee. And I'm not seeing anything in this market. We're kinda bull flagging in a sense, but it's just not the setup for me. I think we're gonna get some retracement. This VWAP, New York VWAP might be good time for a long. I think check YM and RTI. What they doing? Where is this chart? Here. Yeah, but I still want a little bit bigger pullback to long, and we might be getting it now. So I might be looking for longs soon. Is this the one? Okay, we are doing something. We are doing something. This New York VWAP sounds okay-ish. Let's see, New York VWAP. I wouldn't mind 28.050. That would be my first potential long location. Oh, I mean, you know, we took days for granted the market was more in range. We complained a lot, but it was more fun trading, I would say. Let's see, how big is this pullback? I'm potentially interested in buying this, riding the trend. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But I like how we are developing something. Pietro, what's up? Still not stopped out, I see long nice, but be careful bro, don't become emotionally attached to your name. I won't. I'm okay taking losers. I'm also okay if it's gonna be my first red day, whenever it's gonna happen, maybe today. What's good, stay main. What's good, guys? I'm trying to find a trade, not seeing it yet. Give me something. How's the start of the month been? Nothing special. How many? We haven't had many days trading this month, no? No, we had Friday and yesterday. Nothing special. I was Friday, you know, I was boot camping. I told you guys I'm doing a boot camp. We did it. Show you a picture quickly before this market shows us anything. Let me find a good picture. Did something happen? Did we have news? Yeah, this is news. Okay. No trades, RJK. Wait, this is news, no? This is a little bit... Okay, yeah. No, this is not the news. There is something else. We need to wait 2 minutes before we know. I think this is... Yeah, there was a lot of volume. The most volume in this... Kinda want to ride, but I want to know what's the news. We are both back in 15-minute orb. Is this the pullback to buy or this an actual drop? What's the news? What's the news? What's the news? Do you guys know? Something happened. I'm not seeing anything. But we are definitely getting something in this market. I want to know what's happening. USA, okay, it's the same as yesterday, huh? UAE, the defense systems are still up. We'll be getting a lot of sells, guys. I think I'm gonna ride the wave here. UAE shut down the missile. Yeah, I saw it now as well. It's exactly like yesterday. I would hit the short as well, but I'm waiting for a little bit better entry. We closed candles below the New York VWAP as well. I like shorts now more. I like shorts so much more now. I'll take a break. Got scalp in the morning, managed to return the profit, the range, and now it's going to my target. Did you short this at the right time, Trunkiness? What a guy. Give me one retracement. There is a volume selling it. I want to jump into shorts with the market. Let's see if we can get the nice location. This is 78 points. This is not a small one. Let's see if I can jump in with this market. Write the news. I really like there's a lot of volume selling it. That's why I don't like jumping together with the news. Sometimes it's good trade, sometimes it's not a good trade. But I really like that there was a huge volume coming in with this news. So there might be a real moment. Let's find a retracement. 5 minutes. Okay. We have a nice retracement right now. Let's see, 60 points, 58 points. I'm not entering yet, but I like this retracement. Let's see how what ES does at the orb high. If we break out from the orb again, I don't want to short this. Now seems like okay, I'm gonna go in with one. I'm gonna scale into one more. As I said, I don't want to trade one contract, but I think we can get a little bit Little bit. Yep. Okay, the market went right before I said anything. I'm gonna target the weave up. We'll see. I'm gonna target the weave up. We'll see. Man, what a timing with the entry, huh? I was ready to go with one more contract, but it didn't even give me time. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. The news always have retracements. The news always. Yesterday was the same. We had negative news, just had to wait. And then if you waited, you found your entry for 200 point trade. I was driving, so I didn't enter on the first drop, but it's a pattern that I always see with the news. If you want to get in with the news, wait for a little bit retracement. It was quite instant. I still potentially maybe want to enter with one more contract. We'll see. That was a sniper entry, huh? Snipe that bitch. As soon as I entered, it dropped like almost 50 points. We'll see. This market is still not convinced yet. I would like to see, I like what 5 minute is doing. I like that we are fighting with the New York weave up. But as soon if we close any candle above this 15-minute orb again, I will be out with the loser. If not, I'm looking to scale into one more. Because my entry was... I don't have stop loss yet because I'm looking to enter with one more. But my trade doesn't make sense if 5-minute candle closes outside of the orb. If this 5-minute candle closes outside of here, if you get anything like this, I'm out. I close it manually, I'm only with one micro. I wouldn't even probably wait for the highs, you know? I don't want to be short against if 5-minute candle closes outside of the orb. If it doesn't close, then I'm willing to hold it and see. A fairly good entry as well. The problem with, you know what's the problem with those kind of news? Everyone is jumping into shorts, and then the market is like, oh, you're all shorts? We're not going down if you're all shorts. We'll see, we'll see. Let me mark my trade here as well. I'm 7-7, yep, 7-7-7. My entry is here. We'll see, we'll see. I'm targeting weave up, something like this. But I am managing it manually right now. Let me put, it's okay. Let's see what this market wants to do. Right now it looks like it wants to go outside of the orb again, so if that's the case, I'm gonna close this manually. Still not outside of the orb. We have 2 minutes. I'm 2 minutes willing to take a little bit heat on this trade. Or if it goes above those highs, I might close it manually as well. We'll see. We're getting some volatility. Still have 1 minute and 50 seconds until this 5-minute candle closes. For me, that's the only thing that matters for this trade on both ES and NQ. Still nothing. 1 minute. 1 minute to decide what I'm gonna do with this trade. I'm looking also like, will we make divergence with this last high? "35 seconds." Okay, we made new high on NQ. We have 25 seconds. 25 to... I'm willing to take that. Yeah, I'm only 57. This is nothing. I can take the hit by 25 points. My stop is 45 points if I close it manually. Do you have more news? We have 1 second. Yeah. I'm gonna put exactly above this high. My stop loss. And I might get stopped out. This closed outside of the orb again as well. Let's see, we have... Did we get some positive news right after it? Looks a little bit... Okay, we have Trump speaking, guys. We have Trump speaking right now. Should we put that to the background? I don't think this market is gonna go down when the Trump is speaking. Nothing yet. But yeah, I don't think this... When Trump is speaking, the usually markets go up. At least lately. Yeah, we're closing outside of the orb as well. What the fuck is this market? Yeah, it's the all-time highs market. It's... we had negative news and I thought I'm gonna ride the wave. I had nice entry. It wicked 50 points immediately for me. And now I'm gonna take a loser on this trade. This is another day of being destroyed, so sick of this. You need to trade this with the small size. This market is not in easy mode, you know. As long as I got faked out on 30 and 100. Oh, shit happens, my man. As you see, I'm getting stopped out as well. That week after my entry was like, oh damn, we might be cooking. The first, as soon as I entered, it wicked to the as CVD divergence on MQ. What's the CVD right now on MQ? Is it negative? Negative CVD before. I think that news caused us to go negative CVD though. I think that was the case. My stop loss is here, 104. Wait, what? 140. That's my stop loss. But yeah, that was for a moment a really nice entry. For a moment. I have 21 SMA. I have 21 EMA on my charts. Where's my EMA charts? This is this orange is 21, so it's kind of the same. Man, NQ does not stop today, huh? had a little bit feeling that maybe I should take profit as soon as it wicked so hard. I was like, god damn, this is a little bit... You know when some trade is too easy, that it wicks into nice profit immediately? Sometimes it's good to... It's good to cut away. But then there was a nice fake out. I mean, they caught me as well. We had a nice negative news. Not nice negative news, I don't want to put it like this. But we had negative news, and then we had nice retracement. Felt like I sniped entry. Let's see, Trump is not speaking yet. But I think when he's gonna speak, it's gonna bump the markets. I think there is a sentiment in Trump speeches right now where everything is about let's bump it, right? I think the sentiment is to pump the market right now. I have seen some theories, and this is a theory. But we are potentially having a little melt up. You know, where we, due to this oil crisis and inflation and everything, right? The stock market has to go up in a sense, if you know what I mean. Because in inflation wise, we're not going up hugely. So we might be seeing the melt up. This can go for months, where asset prices go 20-30% in, I don't know, 6 months span. I've seen some theories, but that's what usually happens before the correction. MTNL, what's going on? How are you doing? But that's usually what happens. So maybe this is the melt up. Makes sense to just long this on every single pullback. This pullback was news based, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll ride the news with a nice retracement. But as soon as it wicked, was kinda over from there. What's the 100 points from? I think we can go at least 28,187 if we're not gonna break down before that. ES is doing something, NQ not yet. We'll see what this market wants to do. What happened with music? The music is still there. It's just got quiet. Stuart Lucas, see you, my friend. I took the same trade trying to play the inverse orb, but today is not today. I wasn't even playing inverse orb. There was so many. So there was a news, right? This was the news. I think I entered on the retracement. It immediately went into my profits, and then I was like, okay, I can write the news with a nice entry. And then I really like the fact that we closed some candles below the New York VWAP as well. That made me even more confident to not even think about break even or anything. But it's NQ. Right now it's not, nothing is stopping this rocket. Let's put it like this. Maybe when ES makes a new all-time high, but this NQ is so goddamn bullish, boys and girls, if there's any girls. And Trump is speaking quite soon, as far as I understand. I'll show you guys as well when it's gonna happen. I am 99.9% stopped out from this trade. I thought it's, although we are getting some divergences between ES and NQ. ES is starting to show some weakness. Yeah, ES is starting to show some weakness. But will NQ follow? Yeah, ES is... If ES closes into this 50-minute orb, there's some chance, but NQ is not giving up. NQ is... What makes NQ so bullish? We have Apple up 2%. That's something great. Apple is super big market cap. Nvidia is red. Meta is red. Palantir is red. Microsoft is red. What else we have? We have Tesla green, Amazon green, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and Google as well. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Then yeah, I think it's really hard to stop this NQ from doing anything. Let me see. Yeah, especially when Trump starts speaking as well. Is there anything that's gonna bring this market down? I think AMD results. Oh yeah, today is AMD earnings as well. Oh yeah, you're right. Today is AMD earnings as well. NQ is up 1.2%. Will we get 2% today? This divergence between the all-time high is very strange. What can it mean? It's just the money is right now buying the technology, right? NQ is technology. It's all of them: Apple, Nvidia, Facebook. I still call it Facebook. Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft. They all have good numbers. So everyone is kind of buying the technology, IT in a sense. So I think that's probably why there's so much divergence. Intel, yeah, Intel has been crazy bullish. I think I'm now stopped out to the tick, not yet, but extremely close. Made another 2k on longs, thanks. You're thanking the market or? Trump not yet speaking. What's 10:30 a.m. ET? I don't know. Washington. It should be now, no? Should be now. Although ES is showing us some bearish signs. Some bearish signs that might be potential short opportunities. Is Trump speaking live? Not yet. I will show you. Wait. Ah, no, it's not live. I thought I'm a little bit retarded, but no, it's not the case. Let's see if ES will drag NQ down. $10:30, 7 minutes ago. It's Trump. I hope you hit your stop loss. Me too. You want me to have my first red day? Kaka, is this making you salty that there is no red? Is this making you salty, Kaka? This kind of switching here. We'll see. We'll see. The only thing is Trump is speaking really soon. No red day, let's go, bro. We'll see, we'll see. Man, I've said this many times. If the red day comes, it's finally time, no? We broke all the records. No red day for NSO. You heard it first, Kaka. You know, Kaka means shit in Estonia, by the way. I'm not making it up. You can translate it. I hope none of us ever have a red day. Oh, that's the only real wish, right? Who needs red days? Every green day keeps the doctor away, you know what I mean? Caca is also poop in Spanish. He kinda roasted himself, huh? It's kinda hard to trash talk when you're called shit. You kinda do it to yourself. Think Kaka copy traded you and isn't able to take responsibility of his actions? Nah, he made 2k every 10 minutes. I've seen him a few times. Every time he comes in, I made 2k, thank you. Kaka is rich. Kaka means poop, same in Estonia. You still in short? Yeah, the same trade. I was one tick away from my stop. Maybe get stopped now. If I'm only one tick away from the stop loss, that's for me telling me that don't touch it anymore, you know? I was literally like 5 points away. What's the most difficult English word for you to say? It's a good question. Oh, there's a lot of them. Everything looks so simple on paper, and in my head I can pronounce a lot of them. I don't know a good example right now immediately, but there are some English words where in my head I can say it perfectly. Onomatopoeia. That's not the English word, is it? Onomatopoeia. That sounds more like it is English word, huh? Onomatopoeia. Man, it sounds more like Portuguese, Spanish. Viva activation. Stop loss is a hard. I got stopped out. Very difficult for me to say. Very difficult. For me to say I got stopped out, man, that takes some effort. I might be practicing really soon. But saying I'm stopped out, whew. Sounds like Japanese. Yeah, it sounds like Japanese or something. You know, we have I give you guys one. Let's do translate. And I'll give you guys one. Pronounce this. That's like, if you meet Estonian, they'll probably make you pronounce this. It means 12 months, but you can also, when someone pronounces it, you can be like, does it taste good? Does it really taste good? Let's see. but it's 12 months in Estonia. Kaks tastes good. I can't say someone will clip it. Easy. So, how do you know it tastes good? That is usually like the prank Estonians do, whoever doesn't speak Estonian. It's because it sounds like cock tastes good, you know? And they're like, does it taste good? How do you know? Man, how do you know? I've been watching YouTuber who ask people who are not English this question. Some funny answers. Foreign was one that a lot. Yeah, my girlfriend said the same. Estonian is the hardest language to pronounce. I think I'm gonna make it to 1-to-1 trade because I was so close to getting stopped out. We'll see. Holy shit! I'm in profit with this trade. I don't. Not yet. But I think Pietro was in the chat. Don't get your name in. Don't put your name into your head, right? Never stopped out. I'm so close to leave it out. We'll see. We were protected by. What is it? 3 points. 3 points on NQ. NQ moves 50 points easily. We were 3 points away from getting stopped out. Maybe the Kakakai had stop loss 3 points lower. Maybe that was the case. Is Estonian similar to Dutch? No, I think the most similar languages are Finnish and we come from the same language tree as Finland. I jinxed it, I think. Wait, it's 15-minute candle opening. 15-minute candle opening. But it's with not Romania, what's the Hungary. Hungary and Finnish and Estonian, we come from the same language tree or the language group. So Hungarian, Finnish sounds really similar. We have like, if you don't speak neither Finnish or you don't speak Estonian, you think we speak the same language. Some words are literally the same. Some words in one language it means milk, in another language it means shit or something. Come sit next to me. If I say come sit next to me to Finnish person in Estonian, then for them it means come sit on my you know what. So, but yeah, I don't wanna brag, but I heard that the Estonian language is one of the hardest languages to learn. Probably Mandarin and there are more difficult languages, but that's what I've seen some, those TikToks and YouTube clips. 10 fun facts about Estonia, and then they say it's one of the hardest languages to learn. And it might be. It's hard for me to say because that's my natural language, but everyone who learns it, my respect, my pure respect, anyone who doesn't speak Estonian. And usually I respect those people as well because Estonian is such a small language. It's such a small language, right? That if you don't really live here as a full resident, then you don't have any obligation to learn it. You should probably speak English because you have easier traveling and everything. Trump is still not speaking. What's going on? Nope. But I always respect anyone who speaks Estonian or learns how to speak Estonian, because come on, there are so many languages that are so much more useful for you in terms of where you can use them, right? You can use Spanish language in a lot of countries, English even Russian, right? Mandarin is difficult. My wife is Chinese. Yeah, in Mandarin, like the one symbol can mean a word like one. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. I had some friends who were exchange students in China, and they said the same, that Mandarin is not. I think Asian language in general for us Europeans, Americans, always difficult because it's completely different pronunciation. I'm holding this trade like a stupid one, huh? It went to my entry. We had nice orb retest. I wasn't focusing so much on the charts, but we had nice orb retest as well. Look up the shoe poem. Shoe poem. Let's put it in. Let me Google what is it. Lion eating poet in stone 10. French, Mandarin, Spanish, English I think are the most useful globally. I agree. People learn Estonian to trick others into saying Kaks is good. You ain't wrong. I'm staying out since Trump is about to speak. He does like pumping the stock market, huh? Makes me little bit doubtful as well. There's a video in Estonia. There's a video in Estonian girl, a Finnish girl, and Hungarian girl are trying and cannot understand each other despite the same language family. Well, yeah, that sounds. That's the way it is. A lot of people assume since Finnish and Estonian sound really the same that we understand each other, but no. But Finnish people are our closest brothers in a sense for Estonians. Market seems to be holding pattern until he speaks. You in a trade, YOLO the speech, hit the gamble button for once. I might close it as well before Trump speaks. We'll see. If this trade doesn't close me out before. I'm from Hungary and can confirm I don't understand a single word of your language, except the K word. The best part of this channel is all these small side talks which keep everyone calm. Yeah, I mean, we need to stay calm in trading, right? And the best way to keep yourself calm in trading is trade small size. This trade doesn't make me emotional because I'm in with the small size, but Trump is late, huh? Trump is very late. Nothing happening here. No, I think I will close it if Trump starts speaking, but he's not yet. We'll see. I want to see how this 50-minute candle close. It might change the 50-minute structure a little bit if this candle starts closing red. Yeah, market is in a holding pattern before he speaks, huh? This is hourly candle closing and opening as well. Man, those RSI numbers look insane, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna take a small loser here. Let's see, he's not speaking yet, but don't like Science Proclamation Presidential Fitness Test Award. I think Trump is really, he's a fitness guru, no? He's athletic is what I wanted to say. You know what? I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna take 50. I don't like this, the way we are holding before that. Why make the red bigger? Feels like a bag of milk. I don't wanna let it run. Let's wait for a good trade. This was a little bit shaky trade. We are outside of the orb as well. I'd rather cut it early than. But he's late, huh? What do you guys think? Is Barron loading shorts or longs right now? By the way, what's the oil doing? I think this is also the reason why you can always expect Trump to try to pump the market, is because, I mean, he wants to keep the oil prices down, and right now oil and equities are super correlated, right? I think as long as oil is so high, it's a problem for him as well, because his voters and everyone are feeling it more and more. And I mean, we all want oil to go down, right? I have a car as well. I don't want to pay super high gas prices. In long at 28,084 with the tight SL. I mean, right, the trend. ES is looking bullish as well, but market is holding right now a lot, and it is kind of bull flagging, but at the same time it's really waiting for him to speak, huh? Trump is in such a fantastic shape that his body automatically shits itself. You ain't wrong. Yeah, Mike Jones. The comments are gonna be the most juicy. Still not speaking, huh? Is it really Washington DC time now? 10:57. So he's half an hour. How much do you pay for gas petrol in Estonia? It's in liters. I can show you. I don't know from my head. I don't look so much at the prices. I look like when I put the full tank, how much it's cost me. That's how I feel the difference. Per liter, I don't check the price so much. I always put the full tank, so that's where I find. Anyways, this is how much we pay for a liter right now. I'm putting 98, so yeah. It's it's not the most expensive, I would say, in a sense, you know, but it's nothing cheap as well. It was much cheaper before. Bro, I wish he wasn't late. I paid 220 for 95. Quintex, where are you based? 220 is crazy. Anything over 2 euros is crazy. Something happening? Will he speak now? The screen is black now. Germany. God damn, that's a lot. 220 for 95. How much is 98? I only put 95. Sorry, 98. Yeah, we have. Can I see a graph here? Okay, I can see. Yeah, let's do before the whole shit started. So yeah, it was before the war. It was 150 for 98, and now it's almost 182. It was for a moment. We almost was at the Jesus. It seems high for Estonian average income. Yeah. If I didn't make money in trading, I would need to be a business owner. I think working in Estonia, our prices are so far ahead of the salaries normal people are getting that I truly don't know how they survive. I don't understand it. It's the prices in the store and everything. It's insane. It doesn't make sense. Speaking now, yeah, you can listen. Okay.
I work out so much, like about 1 minute a day max. I'm lucky. I want to thank Secretary Speed.
Let's see if we speak something that brings the market alive.
And that was really good. And you're doing very well. They don't like playing a game.
A little bit louder for you guys as well. Wait, sorry guys, 1 second. My headphones. My headphones stopped working.
Sports leaders and members of the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. We really have some incredible people. It's like a who's who. Bryson, how many do we have on the council total?
Oh, it's got to be upwards of 30, actually.
Yeah, a lot.
Can you hear
all top.
Yes, sir.
If they weren't really good, we don't allow them. You got to be really good. Like Gary Player, as an example, he won 168 tournaments over a very average career. You know that? Now think of it. He won 168 tournaments, 18 majors, 9 senior. He has more championships than anybody, national championships than anybody. And I played with him. He's very proud of it, actually. He played with him on his 90th birthday. He very easily, on a tough course, from 6,800 yards, he very easily shot a 70. And it was the easiest 70. And normally, if you shoot a 70 and you're 90, you'd run around so excited. Gary's like, all right, let's have a little lunch. He was the most unexcited human being I've ever seen. Because he's been doing it all his life. He's been winning top 3 in history, in my opinion. I don't think it's my opinion. Just based on the record, Gary is top 3. Jack and Tiger and Gary, greatest golfers. So thanks for being here. And as you know, we have the U.S. Open champion. And he won 2 U.S. Opens, but that last one was unbelievable. He hit I think Gary's one of the greatest shots ever hit to win a U.S. Open, certainly. One of the top, they say one of the top 3. I don't know what the other 2 are. But he hit an unbelievable sand shot, sank a 4.5-foot putt, and he won the U.S. Open. And he's been a great golfer from the day he was born, if you believe in genetics, because I do. But he won, he won the U.S. Amateur years ago, and he won it quite easily. But he's a great person and a great friend of mine, Bryson DeChambeau. And thank you, Bryson. And you're very much in charge of this whole operation of sports. He's so much into physical fitness. All you have to do is take a look at him. And you say, why is he even doing this? Because I think if you didn't work out at all, you'd still look almost like you do right now. But you are doing great. And everybody respects Bryson. He's the longest hitter in golf. And he's straight. And frankly, maybe the best part of his game, Gary, is he's a great player.
Absolutely.
You played with him, right?
And an asset to the game.
And he's a great asset, and he's a great person. And we have, along with the University of Florida's basketball coach, Todd Golden. Todd, where's Todd?
We'll see if he
Todd,
speaks
hi,
anything
Todd.
about the markets.
And what a job, by the way, what a job you've done. I see that, I'm a little busy to watch the games, but I always see your team is right up there.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job as a young guy. An American hockey hero, TJ Oshie, who's one of the best hockey players in the world. TJ, good to be.
Thanks for having me.
How's your golf game? The hockey players, Bryson was saying, the hockey players seem to be the best of the athletes. Seem to be the best golfers. You know?
It's the greatest game.
Yeah, it's great.
Fun play.
And he's a good golfer. He's a 3 handicap, maybe better, right? That's very good.
Gotta work on the
But
putt.
stick.
Right, Gary?
Right.
Bad thing
But
is
stick-
we can't
stick
throw
to
up the
hockey.
trade until he stops speaking. You never
As in
know what he's going to say. By the way, I
That's
would
great.
be
What
probably
a
stopped
career
out
you've
now
had
from
too,
the
at a
whole
young
trade.
age.
Not there
And
yet, but
professional
soon.
baseball pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
He only said they
sometimes
were
referred
doing
to
well
as
in
Thor,
Iran
and
and
he
then
looks like
went
Thor
straight
to me.
into sport.
That's some.
We'll see
where is
if it keeps being the case.
You look great. That is a man. I wouldn't want to get into a fight with
Give
him.
me
I
over
can
the
tell you.
video.
That would not be a good situation. Gary.
Now you can, no?
This year we celebrate 250th anniversary of our country, and it's our nation's founding. It's a big deal. In addition, we have the World Cup, and which is just now started.
Why is my
And
mic
we have the
taking
Olympics.
this?
I got them both, and I was very proud of myself. I tried to say I got the 250th also, but that didn't work out too well. But I did get both the World Cup and I got the Olympics.
I think now you
And
can
I
hear
was
me,
very
no?
proud of that, but I was very sad actually because I got them in my first term, and I said, "Oh wow."
Trying
I'm not
to
gonna
keep
be
them
able
in
to go as
balance.
president
That you
because,
guys listen to him as well,
they were
but
in 6 years, so I wouldn't be president. I thought I'd easily win the election, which, by the way, I did. And unfortunately, bad things happened. It was a rigged election, and I said, well, I'll do it again. I had the ultimate poll. I did so well. And I had the ultimate poll, and we won in a landslide. We won every single swing state. We won the popular vote. We won everything you can win. We won 87% of the counties in the United States.
yeah, it was a good
And I ended
decision
up
to
with
close the
Olympics.
trade
I
before
ended
Trump
up with the
started
World Cup.
speaking.
And very importantly, maybe the most important is
Important
we have the
question.
250th anniversary. And on June 14th, we're going to have the UFC.
Did
and
Estonia
the biggest
qualify
fight
for the
I've
World
ever
Cup?
done
No,
by
we
far.
never
It's the hardest
qualified.
ticket I've ever been involved with.
Never in our
5,000
history.
seats
Estonian
saying
football
right
is
in
shit.
front right by the front door of the White House, and then they're going to have anywhere from 75 to 100,000 people on the park right past the White House with 8 tremendous screens. And then we have Roger Penske, so that's Dana White's dream, what that is. It's going to be amazing. And then we have Roger Penske.
And I hope we get some more action in the markets. Markets are
around the
really
capital.
quiet now. Really,
And,
really quiet.
The Indy racers, and he's
Let's-
been trying to
let's
get it here
turn
for
red.
25 years, and he said I came to Washington.
Maybe we get
exactly
some
121
red now.
times, and I was never able to get it. I came once to see
Euro
it, and
Cup?
we had it done in a half a time.
No, I don't think so.
And he's fantastic.
I don't think we
He's won
even qualified
20
for Euro Cup. Our
Indianapolis
football is shit.
500s. Can you believe that? Other, countries, and I say it all the time. I gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, like I gave to Gary too, because of his career. And then Roger, on his 18th, I called him. I said, "Come on." I want
Any
you to be
prediction for the
president. You won
Champions
18.
League winner?
Japan, Germany, all these countries, they spend billions and billions of dollars.
It's
and
probably who's gonna win the
it's very hard
PSG
for them to
and
win.
Bayern
They don't have
second
very
leg,
much. They spend
bro.
all that money, and Roger just wins it all the time. So I gave it to him on the 18th win, and since then he's won. That was
I
4 years
think,
ago.
like,
Since then he's won 2 more. So
The
he's gonna be
BSC
here with the
versus
Indy
Bayern
players, and it's gonna be the
is
biggest
kind of
race
the
maybe
final
ever.
game anyway.
And they're gonna be circling the capital.
I think
We have,
Whoever
Pennsylvania
wins that
have
game
to
will
close
win
down, and
Champions League.
I said, "Do you like the course?"
I feel
He
those
said, "I
two
love
teams
it."
are
I
so
said,
ahead
"Pick
of
the best
everyone
course.
else right
We'll
now.
get it for you. Don't go the easy way. Pick the
Who's
best
another
roads. I don't care. It
Champions
doesn't
League
matter. And he
brackets?
picked he said it's as good as you can get. And unfortunately, he picked the most important roads in the city, which is a little tougher. But
We
got
have
it done for
Atletico
Berkeley,
and
and that's gonna be
Arsenal.
in August. So we have a lot of really exciting things happening. So today I
I think Bayern and
recognizing
PSG are stronger.
National Youth Sports and Fitness, and I'll also sign the very first
I
copy
think
of
so.
the new
But you never know.
revitalized Presidential Fitness Test Award. a certificate in recognition of achievement of the gold standard of physical fitness, and this is something that Bryson DeChambeau
Presidential fitness test. It's an earning season, main action, pre-market and after hours. As soon as market opens, it chops. Unfortunate little bit, no?
Remember, he looked like a linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he decided he didn't like himself at that weight. It was all muscle, Gary. It was like crazy. He looked like a massive.
I probably need to get to my day job. Bye, everyone.
And he said he didn't.
We don't want to see red spot. Kartik, have a nice day at work.
He had too much speed.
Nice to have you here, man.
He can put on weight, like up and down like a yo-yo, and he doesn't take the shot, okay? He doesn't need the fat shot. I said, do you ever take this shot? He didn't even know what that was talking about. What shot? No, he can put it on. He's a scientist. He's like a scientist with his body. He's a great guy, and he's an absolute champion, so I appreciate it. But Bryson really wanted to bring it back.
Worst feeling close 3 trades, which would be a winners as a small loss today. Some days are like this. Some days are like this, unfortunately.
Gary Player, by the way, you talk about golf, but he was always considered in the.
But yeah, the market has been quite quiet for the New York session, which makes me hopeful that there's gonna be a better days in the future.
Gary was always, he was way ahead of everybody else. From the late 1950s until 2013, grade schoolers across the country competed against each other in the presidential fitness test, but others. And then we had the Obama administration. Wonderful, wonderful person. Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? We had the Obama administration, which phased out this wonderful tradition of physical fitness. Thank you, Barack, very much. Great job. And we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. My administration
I hope that you question soon, because I want to trade, and I don't want to trade when he's speaking. It's a little bit
competitiveness to the next generation.
Too, you know.
We're working on historic reforms to save college sports, and we banned men from competing in women's sports. That was sort of an easy one.
You know, I will probably
the radical left says,
start to look shorts when Russell starts dropping. You know why?
Who are the 20%?
Because one thing that I always look at those indexes, wait, I'm gonna.
Nobody's ever come up.
The one thing that I always look in those indexes is which one of those indexes is leading the race, right? And right now you see Russell is the highest percentage, 1.5%. So if Russell starts showing any reversal signs, I might be getting interested in shorts again, but the market is, it feels like Asian session. Trading during speech is gambling unless you're friends with him. That's the truth. Okay, let's see here. What do you expect from the crypto market for the summer?
Because Iran has no chance. They never did. They know it. They express it to me when I talk to them. Then they get on television. They say how well they're doing. And they have no Navy, totally wiped out. They have no Air Force, totally wiped out. They have no anti-aircraft.
Oh wait, he's talking about Iran war. I'm gonna come back to you, Gravity. We can talk about crypto a little bit later.
The whole thing. And then I read the papers and they say how well they're doing. They're not doing well. That's why you have no credibility. No credibility. The news, the fake news has no credibility, but the President's Cup, it's going to be something, and we're going to have that. We're going to do very special presentations to Johnny, who, as you know, is the commissioner. He's a fantastic person who runs the soccer. And I don't know if you know this, but so more tickets have been sold earlier than at any World Cup they've ever had. And the numbers are more than double. They've never seen anything like it. So it's really soccer. I don't know if soccer is taken off or not taken off, but the World Cup is doing numbers like they've never done. They've never done anywhere close. And we have the Patriot Games in honor of our 250th anniversary this fall. It's going to be all on television.
Did he say that they are doing record numbers for the World Cup?
Continue to win. Our country is doing great.
As far as and again, this is not factual what I'm going to say, but as far as I saw,
too bad, but I had to do it. We can't let Iran have
they are
nuclear
struggling
weapons.
to sell tickets for the
Too
World
young
Cup
for this. I don't
because
know.
they're too expensive.
They probably know better than
But
most
what
people.
I don't know
But you
anything.
can't let a bunch of lunatics have a nuclear weapon, or the world would be in trouble. The world would be in trouble. So
I don't get why
we just hit
market keeps reacting to
records
Trump
and
words
the Dow. It was supposed to be done in 5
when
or
it's
6
proven that
years.
most of the
Somebody said
time
it
they are
couldn't be
lies
possible to
because
reach
they're trading
50
it.
on the Dow, and I reached 50 in the first year, and then I reached 7,000. And by the way, it just set a new record. The S&P just set a new record, set much higher, 7,500. But they said
Now he's
even
talking
harder
about
than
the stock
50 on the
market.
Dow is getting to 7,000 on the S&P. We did that by the end of the first year, all before the end of the first year. Gary, so think of that. They said we couldn't do it in 4 years, and we did it at the end of the first year. And then, you ever have this? And then I called all my people and I said,
So he's saying he
we
did
just set every record.
the fact that
The economy is
S&P
growing.
500 is over
I
7,000.
ended 8
So
wars.
is he saying that
Nobody else ever ended a war.
that
And the
we
person
traded
that
it
won
up?
the Nobel
Is he
Prize,
saying that
Maria,
he's
she's
the
a
one
good
who's
person.
pumping it?
She said, I don't deserve this. This deserves to President Trump. There's never been a man that deserves a Nobel. But he ended 8 wars, including India, Pakistan, which would have been a nuclear war. 8 of them. And I called everybody in, Gary, and I said, you know what? We
Yeah,
just
I would
broke
be
every
stopped out
record.
now from the
And now
previous
we're gonna
trade,
take a hit
almost.
because we have to make a journey down to Iran to take the nuclear weapon. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Remember, we sent that beautiful B-2 bomber in, and we blew up their nuclear potential. It was obliterated, for those that are not aware, and to a point where it would take them weeks to dig down, and we wouldn't let them dig down. We have our eyes on it all the time.
Out of my
But
long
it
small
was,
cap, nice trade.
A very important thing. So we would have had an Iran with a nuclear weapon, and maybe we wouldn't all be here right now. I can tell you the Middle East would have been gone, Israel would have been gone, and they would have trained their sights on Europe first and then us, because they're sick people. These are sick people. And we're not going to let lunatics have a nuclear weapon. The power of a nuclear weapon is something I don't even want to talk about. But it's not going to happen. And we have beaten them badly. They're talking, now they're reduced to little boats with a machine gun on the front of them, because
These
they
poor
had a
kids.
Navy of 159 ships.
Man, after
Every
Epstein
single ship in the
files,
first week
I
was,
would
right,
not
Pete?
bring anyone
Every
even
single
close
ship
to the
they
White
had
House
is
if I had children.
resting underwater, right? At the bottom of the sea. They have no Navy.
Do you have
It's
children?
totally
No,
wiped
no.
out. Same thing with their Air Force. So we're doing well.
You're invited to the
But
White House?
it's
No,
all
I don't have
about,
children. Fuck
having
that.
a great country. And one of the things I think that when they talk about physical fitness, one of the things I notice about friends of mine, all of the people, all of the great athletes here, is their mind is better than people that aren't fit. It's because I think a mind, once you hit a ball well, or you do whatever it is that you run well, or play hockey as great as you play it, but once you obviously have to have a certain physicality. You can't have somebody with a great mind and zero athletic talent, right? But when you get up to that league, it's all about the mind. The mind is so important, and these people express it, I think, better than anybody. So with that, I'd like to ask somebody that's done really an incredible job. He has got some group of people that love him, some big group of people. It was
I
a
hope
big
we
day
can
when
trade
he
soon.
endorsed me for
I miss
president.
clicking the
Very
button.
unusual, because I happen to be a Republican. I would say that Republicans were not too big in the Kennedy family, but they're big now because he's the biggest in the group, and everybody respects him a lot. He's doing a fantastic job. So, Bobby, would you say a few words, please?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Almost immediately after my uncle was elected in 1960.
Is Trump done now?
60. He came across some federal data that showed that 5% of American kids were obese. And that was more than double the European number. And he became very concerned that Americans were becoming soft. And he published an article before his inauguration called The Soft American, in which he said that there's a national security issue. It threatens our economy. We need a vigorous population that is in good shape spiritually, morally, physically, if we're going to continue to exercise leadership around the world. And he launched the physical fitness test, which became a milestone for my generation, for several generations after me. It was an enduring rite of passage for us that everybody in my generation remembers. It was a benchmark also because we did pull-ups, sit-ups, shuttle runs, and a number of other events, and it was a benchmark for measuring national physical fitness.
If you wonder what I'm doing right now, I'm setting. I started putting orbs for every single day. So in this way, it's easy for me. Okay, this was the Monday orb, this was the Tuesday orb, and sometimes they're key levels. So that's something I started to do. If you wanna copy me, I feel it's gonna be really useful. Kind of gives you the idea where I might change the colors for each day though. But I think previous day 50-minute range can be super important. So that's what I think I'm gonna change every day color to maybe. But I recommend this to anyone because yeah, those levels are sometimes amazing for the next days. So if you're not doing it, I recommend leaving one chart. This is the most cleanest charts. It's only support, resistance, or key areas, and then now those 15-minute orbs as well.
Cabinet meetings, for better or for worse, are also televised. But it's the most transparent administration that we've ever seen, the most accessible administration in history. And he went into that cabinet meeting, that private cabinet meeting that morning, and he said to the cabinet, one of you has to do a 50-mile hike this weekend to show the American people that we're in shape. And this cabinet could have done it. We have a bunch of thoroughbreds in this cabinet. Pete and Scott and Sean Duffy and Linda and Tulsi and Doug Burkham and Jameson and all the rest. There's a lot of people who could probably do a 50-mile hike.
What about me? You didn't mention mine.
This guy walks 9 miles a day on a golf course.
You know, I really wish they stopped talking. I want to trade them.
Go ahead.
My father was the only one who could do it. And he went into the Justice Department that
Kind
night.
of double topping in a sense, but also
who were former Marines who had gone
the
to
volume
Harvard,
is
the
really
GI Bill,
low.
and played on the same football team, and
The
he
volume
hired
is
them all
truly
when he came to the
lowest
Justice
of the
Department.
lows.
He said, you guys are going on a 50-mile hike with me tomorrow. And they got up at 4 a.m. and they started on the C&O Canal towpath, which was frozen. It was the middle of winter.
Is it going to be a range
And they were
day?
going to walk to Camp David.
You know what I'm seeing a little bit
One
on the
by one,
markets?
they each dropped out. My father was the only
Let
one
me
who
show
made
it on the cleaner chart.
The last guy to drop out was his best friend.
You
His
see
name was
this?
Dave Hackett. And Dave Hackett's
It's a little
legs had
bit
swollen up, and he
ranging,
said, I got to quit. And my
like
father
something
said,
like this.
you're lucky your brother's not the president of the United States, because the
Or if you
president
wanna
was
go a little bit
falling, and there's
wider.
no way that my father could quit.
No, I think this is
I
more
was at
accurate.
Camp David that night, watched him come in, and his feet were bleeding.
Maybe it's
They
a
were
range
covered
day,
with blisters.
which is super
But it was
boring
part
day
of the
to trade
message
in
that
my
President
opinion, but
Kennedy wanted to send the American people. That if we were going to maintain our national authority, our
oh guys,
national or international leadership, our moral authority as a
this guy
nation,
sounds like his time.
that we had to pay attention to our
Trump doesn't even care what is being
physical
talked about.
condition, and
Now,
that physical
multiple
fitness
times
was
that
a
I've
critical part of
seen
that. And I think
not
it's very unfortunate
conferences,
that President Obama and
but
President Biden
when I've
abandoned
seen
it.
like
They say
this kind of
competition is not good
whatever
for
it is,
kids, which is not true.
you can sometimes
If we're
see
gonna be
Trump
competitive
actually
internationally,
falling
we
asleep
need to
for a
be
moment.
competitive with each other. We need to teach people how to win and how to lose, and how to process victory and defeat.
That's probably the only thing I don't blame any president if they fall asleep. You know, remember the Sleepy Joe memes and everything?
The
And I
presidency
think like
has
anyone
presided
who is a
over the
president,
worst
you get so
public health
sleepy.
crisis
Your
in
mind
history.
is.
We're now the sickest
So that's maybe the only
nation
thing
in
I
the
don't
world. We
blame
go from
anyone.
5%
It's
of
funny,
our kids
but
being obese to
at the same
20%.
time I understand as well.
70%
The mental
of
stress as a
adults are
president
obese or overweight,
makes sense.
and
You
77%
accidentally nap
of our
something.
children cannot qualify for military service. And that should be an eye-opener for all of us. And I'm so grateful to President Trump for his leadership and his vision.
Such a boring trading day. Biden was more sleepy, true. Watch when people start moving away or rubbing their noses.
In a friendly, congenial way, and to help each other get in
I now
shape
understood
so
what
that
you
we can
said.
prepare. for a great future that this
You guys
administration
are
is
so
going to
fucking
provide for
funny.
this country.
That was great. I didn't know that. Bobby, do you ever see a picture of Bobby working out? It's like, you guys, I said, you gotta be
Watch
kidding me.
when people start moving
He's
away
in
and
great
rubbing
shape.
their
I didn't know
nose.
that about your father. That's very
That's so-
impressive, huh?
That's
Did he work out a
underrated
lot?
joke right there.
He was a great guy.
He was an athlete, and he was always in good shape, and he played sports every weekend.
Was he, your uncle was a great athlete too, wasn't he? A very good athlete.
My father was the only one of the brothers that lettered in football.
Oh.
Jack was a swimmer, which allowed him to save his crewmates when his ship went down
The poor kid,
off
to
the
him
Solomon
trying to
Islands.
breathe through his
So he was able
mouth.
to swim, drag one of his shipmates to shore because he'd been on the swim team.
Oi,
It's a great story.
guys
Very
and
interesting. I mean, it was
girls,
very good.
this
It's
market
quite interesting.
is...
Everybody was listening. You know, usually people are sort of wandering off as people speak, but not when Bryson speaks or when Gary speaks. Go ahead, why don't you start it?
Yeah,
You know
so
what time it is in the
those,
market?
inspiring words.
It's
from
the
your uncle.
time when
Thank
market
you to,
doesn't want
the
you to
President of the
trade
States
because
for
there's no
helping
setup, but
reestablish
you
the
just
presidential
want to
fitness
trade
test. It's
so
something that
badly.
We've been looking forward to doing for a long time. Since 2013, I remember going through the presidential fitness test as a kid and getting that award, and it was quite an honor. So being up here and a part of that is quite instrumental and going to be amazing for our nation's future. Reestablishing the golden standard of the presidential fitness test has been a huge deal for me. Is that these kids now are going to have a healthy future. That's really an important thing for us to note here. Is that we want to make sure our kids have the best opportunity to succeed in life, and not only from their mind, but their health and their well-being, their physical fitness
That's a
is a
bunkai.
huge.
It's
priority
completely
to helping
understandable
them
crash out.
become better human beings.
I think
in
all
general
of us
for,
are a
our nation.
little bit tired
So
of
what's
the
quite
last
honestly cool
trading
is,
conditions.
Secretary Hegseth here has allowed
like
us
Russell
to be
and they are
involved in over
trooping.
160 schools, military bases with DOIA and institutionalizing this presidential fitness test in those schools. So I have to say thank you so much for helping establish that, and hopefully here soon we can do that across the nation, of which
Yeah.
we believe will have a tremendous
I think it's a little bit
on
trying
these
to
kids and
see
their future.
what you
So,
want to see
I just wanted
in
to
a
say
sense.
thank you to the president, thank you to the
Like
cabinet
there are
members for
some
everything
red
you've
candles,
done.
but
And we're going to go out there and have a great day on the field and give these kids some
I know what
some
you
fun
mean,
things
Chaco.
to go and play with, whether it's football,
But
soccer,
I wish there was a little
some
bit more
pull-ups.
truth
You guys
to
do
it.
pull-ups? You guys, no? We'll help you. We'll help you. But that's a part of the presidential fitness test, is aspiring to help these kids become a better version of themselves. And that's what I couldn't be more excited to be a part of. I want to say thank you to the athletes that are here today and to Gary Player. He's always been an inspiration to me, and albeit I'll never get to your record, I thank you for giving me aspirations.
Enjoy your dinner,
Get
Ryan.
1/8
Enjoy
of
your
what you
dinner.
have. So thank you.
Hope you have a
And,
nice meal.
Lastly, just want to say to the kids, most important thing you can do.
Hope
is
you have a nice
always
feel.
get 1% better
Feel.
today.
Meal.
That's the most important thing I can give you guys. Try to be a better version.
Yeah,
of
some
yourself
days are
every
like
day.
this. Market
'Cause one day
can
you
be
could be up here as well.
super
You
freaking
could be up here as
boring.
well. So
I
thank
think
you,
the
Mr.
only way you
President.
can
Thank
make
you to
it
everybody who's
interesting
been here,
is
and,
if you go
I
with
can't
like
wait to see
20
what we do
micros.
today.
You get your 10 points with
This is really for Bryson.
20 micros, 25 points is 1000. So you get 500 for 10 points. Every one of those candles is 25. So every candle that you see is 1000 with 20 micros,
Bryson, I was given a little idea by
right? I think that's the only way you can make trading
It's a
live.
special place, and
Market.
I think we should have our next meeting.
God damn, I'm
before we
stuttering.
open the campaign. So we'll
Only way
just-
you can make
it's like a very special
trading
place.
interesting in
So
these
we'll do
market
that.
conditions.
I'd love to have Gary say a few words. He's won 168.
But there are
tournaments.
some things though.
That means he won every
5
weekend.
minute
I say won
RSI
every
is
weekend.
kind of
That's a
showing some
record I think
cracks.
that will never be broken. And he won 18 majors, 9 senior and 9
50
regular,
minute is still okay.
and,
That's
many
more
other things.
important.
And,
But
he is a very
the
special
story
guy, and,
starts from the
you know, if you
smaller
think
time
about
frames.
The power of positive thinking. I don't know if Gary has
The first
time.
clues. Man, I still would
He's
not
the
be
youngest
stopped
winner of
out from the
British Open,
first
what they
race.
call now the
Closed it
Open
early, but
Championship.
I still
And
I would be
he
alive.
won it when he was 23, I think, Gary, right? 23. If you want, you could tell that story because these are all people that love sports.
Okay,
and
let's
they
hope
love
this
golf, but
this
the way
ends
you
soon
asked,
because I'm
I'd
getting
like to
hungry.
practice.
I want
My
to
name's
trade.
Gary Player.
Talk
I'm
about
from
oil.
South
Someone said in the
You're
YouTube
not
comments,
giving
talk
me
about oil.
Time to practice. I must
Yeah, that
practice
will
on this
maybe
course.
give some choice to this market.
The people thought, who is this? He said, You don't understand. I'm going to win this tournament. They never heard of him. He came out of South
But
Africa.
Chaco,
winning
you might
everything.
be onto
He won the
something
South
in terms
African
of
Open like 14
something
times or
happening
something.
with Russell.
It's incredible.
But
If you want to talk
what
about
I
think
want
it's
to
a
see
fabulous
for me
story.
to enter
It's
is like
man
a nasty
with
red
a
candle, you know, you want it to
powerful-
lead the
it's really
race.
the power of positive thinking. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, Mr. President, first of all, thank you very much for having us and hosting this today. I've been around almost every president for the last 65 years. And I've never seen a president that loves this country as much. They all did, and they all did great works. But I've never seen a president that loves the country as much as you do. And I say thank you, because I've traveled more miles than any human being before, without being repetitive. And I've never seen a country like this. The freedom that exists, which is so important to all of us. And no sport can change the
God
world.
damn, this
can
market
give
is
people a chance.
freaking dead.
That don't have any hope. It can give them hope, as we've seen. Many people with little education have become world champions. Only in America have you got that opportunity. And the other thing is, to Mr. Kennedy, who I have absolute utmost respect for, you know, my great dream now, I'm finished with tournament golf. My great dream is for the youth of America. The youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. These are the people that are going to be the future champions. And when I talk, I always talk about the importance of fitness. It's so important. Please, can we bring it back in the schools? And as Senator Kennedy has so aptly said,
Do we know how long
to
this
eat
event
properly.
is?
This is so important, what you put in your body. And the big thing that I wish, and I pray every day, and wherever I talk, and I do a lot of talking, I say to the young people, just love this country, because you don't realize what's going on around the world. Even the students of the great universities of America really
Just had
don't
London
understand
closing.
what's happening
London
around the
didn't
world
really
today.
sell off as well. Europe
There is
closed.
a silent war
just
taking
now.
place against America today. And what we've got to do is make these kids realize that freedom and exercise and education, start reading some books. Yes, keep your phone. But also
I might
read
look for
some
new
good
shorts
books.
at this range
Listen to
high.
what Mr.
I think
Kennedy
we're
has
gonna
said.
stay in this range for
What you
quite a
put in
bit.
your body is so important. What a wonderful
I think
job
like
he's done, and all
shorting
your cabinet members.
right
also.
where my
Say
initial
thank
stop
you
loss
for
was
maintaining this great work.
is not
This
bad
cherished
idea,
word, freedom.
assuming that the market will
Thank
stay
you very
like this
much,
for
Gary.
longer.
And Gary is way ahead of his time.
But it's not the home play.
How many Masters
It's
did you play in, Gary? It's a record, I think.
it's more like a
52.
scalp.
Think of it, 52. And most of them you had to
But
qualify
I'm
after
just
you won
thinking
it.
of playing
times
the
did you
market.
win it?
Wait, this is
33.
bothering me.
So when you win a 3, you get to play a little bit.
Playing the
Most
market
of the time
conditions
they
in a way.
qualify. But 52 Masters, it's
You
amazing.
short the high of the
People
range, you
love
hope
it
the
every
price will come
single one.
down.
Pete, could I ask you to say a few words?
Sure.
And,
Yes, sir.
you could
There
maybe
is,
speak a little bit about the subject that they want to hear about also if you want. But just say a few words.
I don't know,
about
this
that.
market
Well,
is really
Fitness,
freaking pouring right now.
standards, competition, that's what we're all about at the War Department. So bringing those things to education is something I remember as a kid. I mean, the Presidential
See
Physical
how the
Fitness
1 minute.
Award was
Oh, the
pinnacle
volume is
event
dead.
at Forest Lake Elementary School
Yeah, yeah, the
every
volume
year.
is.
And I wanted to be the best. And I wasn't, but
What
I worked my tail
happened?
off
What
every day to
did
try to
what
get
did
there.
they
Pull-ups,
do to
push-ups,
our
couldn't do
market?
V-sit and reach. I could never beat that one. But I remember it because it was something my country clearly elevated as important. We should be in shape. We should compete. And there's winners and there's losers. That we need to infuse into our young people. And obviously it takes young people to run a military. And as the Secretary pointed out, almost 3/4 of American young people do not qualify for military service. And a lot of that has to do with their physical fitness. So we're proud at the War Department to put this first into Department of War education activity. Our schools, 161 of them, across 30 installations. It's going to be mandatory for the young kids of those
You know what?
service members who use those schools.
The longer we
And hope that's a
consolidate,
pilot for all of
I'm
American
telling you
education.
that
The
I'm
rest of
starting to
America
like
follows.
shorts again
We need
because
young, strong,
we
healthy
don't have any
Americans, whether you
momentum
serve
to
in
the
the
upside
military
anymore.
or any other aspect of your life. And I think this
But
presidential
if I
fitness
will really
test,
want to
Mr. President,
find a
is
nice
great,
play to
a
short,
perfect thing to restore. That
I,
sets
I,
those
I wouldn't
standards high for
short
young people and
anything
something
that
for
was
them to
my
achieve.
first
The
entry
idea that
was.
competition is bad is the beginning of decline of a nation.
They're still
Competition
going.
is critical to who we are and ensuring America stays on top.
But maybe
And
when
speaking
we
of staying on
take
top,
out
Mr.
those
President, we are,
highs
as we talked about
on
this morning,
ES or NQ,
Project
we
Freedom
get
is
little
ongoing.
divergence,
We're
we
ensuring
start
that we have
cooking
control of that trade,
something.
which we do. And ultimately,
Okay, Russell
Congress
is
chose
now
to-
actually
and they know
moving.
we're in the strong position. We hope they make a wise choice, and nobody better to make that deal, Mr. President, than you.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Doing a great job. A man who's in.
Is there
very-
volume
you talk
building
about
into
athletes.
those
This is
shots
a very
too?
serious athlete. Happens to be in charge of a little thing called housing.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
say a few words?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you to all the great athletes and ambassadors that are here. And
But
to
there
the
is
kids that
maybe
are here.
something. Russell is a
You know,
little
that
bit
word
leading the
competition,
race.
I made a living competing, you know, and being in the top physical fitness that I could be and playing in the National Football League. And one thing I want to remind the kids and really our country is competition brings out the best in us, be it in sport,
Yes,
be it
it's
in
kinda.
business, be it in
Maybe we
education.
might be cooking
You
a
always want to be the
short
best you
here.
can be, as Bryson said, every single day getting better.
Let's see, ES is
And
coming
I'm
to
grateful that I
the
had an opportunity to
9
play,
EMA retest.
in the National Football League, but it taught me how to be a good teammate.
And let
It
me
taught me how
put this
to be
straight on
humble
the
in
side.
victory
It's not
and to be
important anymore.
steadfast, you know, in defeat, as all these great athletes know.
ES
Mr.
looking weak.
President,
I like
thank
it
you
too for NQ.
just your leadership in our country, but also for this important issue of having physically healthy children and a physically
like it
healthy
too.
nation. And Bobby, thank you for reminding us of your uncle and your father, of how important it is for us to be.
And
to
I
look
like
at
the
man
fact that-
holistically, spiritually, morally, physically, mentally.
So
And
this
I think
being
America
the race.
historically has been the leader in all of those areas, but we are at a critical function in our nation, and so I would
Might
encourage
get range high
everyone.
short
This
here.
transcends politics. You know, physical fitness is good for every man and woman and child in the United States of America. So, Mr. President, I'm committed to this. I've seen the benefits of it in my own personal life. My family and my cabinet colleagues are 100% behind this.
The only
So
thing
I would
is they don't
encourage all
shut
the
up
young
yet.
people of America,
I wish
parents,
they would shut up. That
teachers,
would make it a little
educators,
bit
to take
easier.
inventory and hear what these leaders are saying about the national security of our country, and make sure that we're encouraging our young people to get out, get your hands dirty, get your knees going, get on the monkey bars, start running and jumping and playing together. Because if you're a good teammate, the stronger team we are, the stronger country we are. So thank you, sir.
Well, thank you. I have to just say we have a star named
I'm just thinking,
Linda McMahon,
is
and she's,
do I want to see a nice
made a
short
tremendous
forming, or is it
amount of money
actually
on
right?
sports. It's
Am I
one of the
biased?
Great athletes, in my opinion.
I mean, Russell is
WWE,
weakening though.
Her great husband. What they built
Russell
is
is
incredible. They
weakening.
sold it for a fortune. Billions and billions of dollars. You made more than Bryson.
Let's see. We have a push up. Let's see how high this
You
goes.
say a few words, and she's one of our great stars. She is a phenomenal person. Go ahead.
Well, that intro is a hard act to follow.
That's tough.
But I think what we've talked a lot about fitness, and I think that's incredibly important because that's what all this is about. But you know, the Greeks had an axiom: sound mind and a sound body. So as
NQ
as
is about to
Secretary of
take the high as
Education,
well.
Clearly, I want all of our schools to be able
Okay,
to adopt
okay,
you know,
guys.
these programs. We don't
Might be
control
getting
curriculum
interesting.
from the Department of Education, but I sincerely hope the emphasis that is
Okay,
being
NQ touched the high.
on kids and being fit.
Took
and-
out
and
the
being
high
able
as
to
well.
Compete. That's what you said, Pete. All of us are saying the same thing, but let's not forget, it's about also a sound mind and a sound body. In order to have a sound mind, you do have to eat well. You do have to exercise. You do have to train.
The only
and
thing
you
that
do
I
have
don't
to be
like
fit
how the
to do that.
stochastic
And if
looks
we
like. The
all
stochastic
are,
super
we are
oversold.
the best of who we can be. So I encourage.
So
all of
stochastic
you
has some room to go
enjoy
down.
playing,
Okay.
and being good sports, you know, while you're doing, but don't forget you're studying, all of your academics, because it is all part of the total package.
Thank you, Linda. Great job. Appreciate it. So we have a couple of other guys. If you guys wanted to say anything, or we'll just take some questions. And if you'd like, you could ask the big guy, how fast did he throw it? He threw it very fast.
Did we take out the last high?
Scary.
There was so many.
You want to say something?
I guess I'll just reiterate the thanks.
Kind of
Mr. President.
double
Thank you,
top.
the
in
cabinet
that sense. We
members
didn't
for
take
this
it out.
opportunity to be here. Thank you, Bryson, to allow me to be in this elite company of people.
Oh my god, damn, this market is not giving us a lot. No?
Embodiment of the physical fitness test, so we gotta get you on
He
the
is
full
seriously, he is
Okay,
seriously good.
now maybe.
And Coach, you've done great at Florida. Thank you very much, sir.
No, incredible honor to be here. This is something that I'm passionate about, and I think it's imperative that we're doing this.
Okay,
for
yes,
right
and
now.
NQ looks
Through
really
experience,
opposite
my wife
now.
and I have 2 young kids, 9 and 7. They're very active, very athletic, but I can see some of their classmates and some of their teammates, you know, staring at screens all day. And again, as I said, it's really important.
NQ
that we do
took
this
out the
now.
high
Not
as
only
well.
will I think this will improve the overall physical health of our
Q&A
young people,
starting.
but I think it'll also help the mental health of our young people as well.
And just in case you don't know, he is a coach who just came to a team and just took it right from the beginning. Just
Okay,
unbelievable job.
now we have divergence.
You're a very rich guy.
NQ made new highs. ES is far away. Not far away, but somewhat far away.
Congratulations. Who's going to win in hockey?
Oh, I wish they was not speaking right now. I like something that I'm seeing.
Great job you've done. Thank you. And we're going to go outside.
The only thing I don't
Did you
like is
wanna ask a few
stochastic.
questions of any
You see
of the
this
people?
stochastic? We are at the highs. We cool down the stochastic. We came from the
Several times in the last 24 hours.
when we are paired.
What do they need to do to buy
In
the
short,
season?
28.35.
You'll find out because I'll let you know. They
Right
know what to
now,
do,
yeah.
They know what to do. They know what not to do, more importantly, actually. And,
Okay.
you know, they fired them in little boats with pea shooters, you know, the pea shooters. little
Speaking
boat,
about the
little
war
boat,
right
you know
now,
why? 'Cause they don't
I'll
have
wait
boats
for
anymore.
this.
The Navy is comprised of, they call them little boats, right? And they're fast, yeah.
I'm gonna refresh it quickly to make sure that we are at the right speed. What just happened? Why is it so?
Like a missile is slightly faster. They're all gone, so they're looking around for little boats to try and compete with our great Navy. We
I'll
have a
wait for the
Navy
Q&A.
That's unbelievable. You
I
know,
think
we
this is
set
the
up a
most
blockade, as you
important
know very well, not
out
one
of this
ship.
for the
Couple
market.
tried, and they got their engine shut out. You remember? I think it was one of the. It was a great display. A ship wanted to go through, break the blockade. They were warned not to, and then they were warned again by a young Annapolis captain of the ship, with a great look, central casting. These people are central casting, I'll tell you. And he said, "Don't do it." Then he said, "Evacuate your engine room," with this unbelievable
There is divergence,
speaker
though.
that goes over water. He said, "You have 10 seconds, evacuate."
NQ took
And then
out
from
those
4
highs,
miles with
not by a
one
lot,
bullet,
but it took them out.
it went right into the engine. And Gary, the ship stopped very quickly. They hit the engine with one shot. It wasn't a missile. They don't want to waste a missile on it. It's too easy. And we had another one, a 2000, one of the biggest ships in the world. They were warned, and he said, "Go back now. Go back right now. You will be shot at within 10 seconds. Yes, yes, I am going back to Iran. I am going back." And that was the end of that, right? He went. It took him 10 miles to turn. The ship was so big, but
Bro,
they
what is
respect
he
us.
yapping?
They didn't used to respect us, but they respect us more than we've ever been respected.
Genuinely.
Our country now is the hottest country anywhere in the world. We had a country that was dead when we had that group of people that ran this country with their open borders, letting anybody come in from the Congo, from countries all over the world. They came in from prisons and mental institutions. We had a
We're gonna
country
jump
that would
in
have been
shorts
dead.
with you, I
If
think.
they won the election, this country would have been a dead country. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said recently
This
that
Q&A is so hard to trade, though. It feels a little bit like
regime. Do you plan
gambling,
to
but I
end
like.
those-
Technically, I
Well,
start
don't
to
wanna
like the
say that,
setup.
but yeah, I mean, people say, why aren't they protesting? They want to protest, but they don't have any guns. So you could have 200,000 people protesting and have 5 or 6 sick people with guns. And when they start shooting them right between the eyes, and you see a guy fall and another one fall, and you have no guns, very few people would be able to stand there and do it. I mean, I understand. I tell them not to. Don't forget, they killed 42,000 people last month. 42,000 unarmed protesters. They had no guns. So they had a 250,000 people crowd, and they had snipers. They had like 4 or 5 snipers in buildings up high. And you're standing there, and all of a sudden the guy on your left goes down, then somebody. That's what happened with the women protest. They had 200,000 women protesting a year ago, and everyone thought that was the end of Iran. And then all of a sudden, a woman dropped dead with a bullet right there, always right there. Then another woman dropped, and then the word started to spread, and then there was panic, and then they ran, and so I don't want that to happen. We don't need that, we don't need it. But the only reason that they want to protest so badly, but they don't have weapons. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next week,
Part
we
of
have a
me
very
wants
important
to
meeting with President Xi in Beijing.
trade when he
Secretary
stops,
Bessent
but
has
at the
said
same
that
time,
the
this
top
is technique. I
priority
like the
on
setup.
agenda will
I like
be
the
Iran.
5-minute
What do you want to
RSI,
achieve with
50 minutes,
President Xi as it
not the
relates to
worst
Iran?
as
I
well.
have a
It's
very
not
good relationship with President Xi. He's
amazing short setup, but I
find
like
him
how
to be a
everything is cooking.
tremendous guy, and we get along
It's
well.
just he
and
can
you see
say
how we do.
something
We do a lot
so
of business with China,
random
making
and
a
this
lot of money.
will
We're making a
go
lot of
50
money.
points.
It's different than it used to be. But I'll be talking about
There is a
that every once in
divergence.
while.
We are
He's been
making
very nice about this. You know, in all
higher
fairness, he
highs.
gets like 60% of his oil from hormones, and he's been. I think he's
Trump
been
is
very
talking about bullets in
respectful. We haven't
people's
been
head right
challenged
next to
by
kids.
China, they don't challenge us, and he wouldn't do that. I don't think he'd do
Yeah.
that because of me.
I'm not gonna get
But
political or anything
I
here.
think he's been very respectful, and we've offered, you know, if he wants to
It
send
is
the
what it
ships to
is.
the United States. I think one of the big things that's happened is, I made a statement, send your ships to Texas. It's not that much further. Send your ships to Louisiana, send your ships to Alaska. Alaska is actually very close to a lot of the Asian countries. People don't realize it, you know. Japan is back and forth. It's like, it doesn't seem it, but it's a very short route. 2 days shorter than almost
Saying
any other
Sam, what's
route.
going on?
We're making tremendous, big deals with South Korea and
What's
with
up, my man?
Japan.
Nothing
But
much
I
for
said,
me.
send your ships. All of a sudden,
Took
I don't know
one
if you saw
really
the graph
small
today.
loser
This
early.
is Space Force, which I created.
But
Space Force has,
I was in this trade, but I
They
closed
just
it
sent out
before
some
it reached my stop
photos
loss
of the ships
because
that are
Trump
lined
started
up
speaking.
all the way down the
Now I'm
ocean,
seeing a potential short
like
setup,
it's a highway. It looks like the Long Island Expressway for ships.
but
And they're all
I'm
heading
not
to
sure if I
Texas,
want to
Louisiana.
jump into a
We've made
trade
up
when
the site, and
Trump
that's
is having
why
Q&A.
When I decided that I have to do this for the good of the world, not just the United States, in a way, we would have been in less trouble.
How's
than
work?
a lot
How's
of other
everything?
places. Certainly, the Middle East would have been blown up. There wouldn't be a Middle East anymore.
See,
They would have controlled. They would have taken over
I
the
really
Middle
want
East.
to.
Now they're trying to survive, and they won't be successful.
two
unless
comes
they
long
make a
from
deal.
our high.
Oh, if they don't make a
Micros?
deal, they won't be successful. It'll go very
Not
quickly
bad
and
trades.
methodically. Believe me, it'll be very easy. But we have so many alternatives. It's amazing. And
Zombie
nobody
rally
knows
it
this,
is.
you know,
You think we're
because,
gonna zombie rally until
as
the
an
close?
example, Japan got 90% of their oil, most of their energy.
It's been a
most of
zombie
their oil
rally, huh?
from the
Especially
Hormuz
the
Strait.
last 2 hours.
South Korea got 43%.
I'm doing good
of it.
since
By the way,
I'm
their ship was
still on the
shot at.
green
They were
streak.
not in the cavalcade of ships.
Maybe today is the
And
first red
they
day.
decided
I don't
to
know.
go it alone,
A minus
and the ship
53.
got the hell knocked out of it yesterday. But they
One
didn't shoot
one
the ships
small
that were
trade. I'm
guarded
back in
by
the
us,
green,
I'll
but
tell you
we'll
that.
see.
We knocked down a lot of missiles. So what happens is
But
that we have.
I'm bored today. I'm a little bit bored
situation
because
where we have
the
total control.
Trump has been
As you know, the blockade's been amazing. It's
holding
like a piece
this
of
market
steel.
in a
Nobody's
range
gonna
for quite some
challenge the
time, so
blockade.
I'm waiting for him
And
to
I
finish.
think it's working out very well. We're going to see. I can say this: Iran wants to make a deal. What I don't like about Iran is they'll talk to me with such great respect, and then they'll go on television. They'll say, "We did not speak to the president. We did not." I just spoke to. We did not speak to the president. So they play games. But let me just tell you, they want to make a deal, and who wouldn't? When your military is totally gone, we could do anything we want to them. Who wouldn't? Please.
On the filibuster, Mr.
Have
President,
50
you
points
posted a
now
lot
still in?
about wanting to eliminate
Yeah, it's the
filibuster.
time where we
It
need to
hasn't
accept the
happened.
smaller,
Are you disappointed?
Yeah,
smaller
no,
winnings.
I'm
Huh?
disappointed. I like John a lot, but,
But
he,
50 points is still
he has
amazing
a couple
trades.
of
50
Republicans
points
that
in these market
foolish
conditions.
people. A couple of
That's
them I
fucking
like,
amazing.
a couple of them I can't stand. Actually, if you want to know the truth, although I do.
But
according
the
to
volatility
CNN,
has a little bit. We discussed this on
100%
stream as well.
within
The
Republican
volatility
Party.
has
That's better than your record.
slowed down during New
I'm at
York session.
100% approval.
New York
Did you
is
see
not
the
as
CNN poll?
volatile
Nobody
anymore, but
talks
I
about
think you can
CNN.
catch 100 points
think the people
potentially.
that
We
did that
are,
poll
how far
probably
is
got
100 points
fired.
from our high?
But within the Republican Party and MAGA.
40 points to go.
which is
Yeah, that
basically
makes sense for
100%
50
of the
points.
party, I think, but 100%.
Because if ES
I
makes
think
it an
that,
all-time high, then
ES is
NQ
a very
will run your
interesting
100
thing.
points
So
from the
filibuster, if
all-high.
you had it, we should have the Save America
If
Act.
ES
We
doesn't,
should have
that's
voter
another story.
identification, voter ID. We should have
But we
proof
do
of
have
citizenship.
divergence right
mail-in
now, which I
voting
like.
for the military and people that need it, but not for everybody.
I'm
'Cause
just thinking
anytime
like,
you have mail-in voting, they're going to cheat, and they cheat like
I'm not
dogs.
sure if I
And they
like
have to cheat.
entering when
You know, in all
Trump
fairness,
is
the
speaking.
Democrats, when you have men and women's sports, when you have open borders, when you have transgender mutilization, don't listen to this, kids, of your children, transgender mutilization of your children for everyone. When you have policies like that, you have to cheat. It's the only way they can win. And we shouldn't allow them to cheat. And we should terminate the filibuster, because if they get the chance, they'll do it in the first hour back.
Yeah, Mr. President, thank you. When Iran is seeing 50% inflation, they've moved money from their sovereign
Their economy is crashed.
Would you allow their financial system then to fail?
Well, I guess so, because we're making it fail, right?
Is that what it takes?
I hope it fails.
Is that what it takes?
You know why? Because I want to win. If it
This is your first
no,
red
it's
day?
getting pounded on by the military, I think.
Might be, but not yet.
in
I only
addition to
take
that,
one trade, and
they're-
$53 is
You know, we have sanctions
25
on them,
points.
tremendous sanctions. Scott
If it was
Besant's done a
minus
great
300,
job. We have
then
sanctions
would be a
that
different
nobody's
story.
ever
But
seen
minus
before.
53,
No,
that's
they're failing.
only after
Their
one trade.
currency is worthless.
I
Their
don't see
inflation
it.
is
But it will be my
probably
first trade. If it will
150%, the real
finish
number
here,
is
right, like this.
150%.
In this case, yes.
They aren't paying their soldiers. They can't pay their
But not yet.
soldiers. The money is worthless. No, they should do the
It's,
smart thing. You know? They should do the smart thing, and
Yeah,
because
25 points
we
with
don't
one
wanna go in and
micro.
kill people. Really don't. I don't want to.
It's,
I
for
don't
me,
want to. It's
that's,
too tough.
I don't consider
Great
it.
people.
If it
I
was
know the
minus
people. I had
300,
so many
I would
Iranian
probably
friends from
say
New
it's
York
getting
and
close
from
to
other
being my
places
first
over
red
the
day.
years. They're great people.
But I'll probably take at least 1-2 more trades today. So depends how the next trade will go.
Yeah, gas prices.
That's
yeah,
more
$1.40
probably
a
the
gallon.
deciding
You
factor.
said they would come back down.
Oh, they
will
will.
Project
They'll drop
Freedom-
lower than they were before.
Will Project Freedom, sporting those ships, make that happen?
Well, it will, because so people don't realize some of these tankers.
Okay, but he's speaking about
2 million
important things for
barrels.
the market right now.
One of them
So,
holds 4. I think it's the largest one in the world.
I
That
don't
sucker is
want
big.
to trade until he
I've never
finishes
seen anything
because
like
he's.
this ship. It's
They're
bigger than
asking
aircraft
questions that
carriers.
actually move the market
And,
about gas prices,
Yeah,
Iran,
it has a big
everything.
impact. It's so much. You know, there are like
So
400
we need to
ships.
stay a little bit more patient
400.
here.
That in itself. Now, the best is when it ends and just neutralizes. But what's happening is people are learning to buy oil from the United States. I mean, they're making the trip, and they have safer. Probably it's a better product too, by the way. But they're learning to buy. They're changing their habits. So when I did this, I thought the market would go down 25%, and I thought that was a great deal if it did. If it went down 25%, I was satisfied. I said, because we cannot let these people have a
NQ is
nuclear
still making new
weapon.
highs
They're
while
using it.
ES haven't
You
made
can't.
the
I also
new
thought
high
oil would
for
go
a
up
while.
to 200, 250, maybe 300, and I knew it would be short term, but I thought it would go. I looked today; it's like at 102, and that's a very small price to pay for getting rid of a nuclear weapon from people that are really mentally deranged. Yeah.
President, just on politics.
The world is like, by the way, other presidents should have done this. 47 years they've been toying with these stupid people. In many cases, stupid people. This should have been done by Obama. He went the other way. He was giving them cash. He sent plane loads of Boeing 757, took the seats out,
This
and
divergence
put
is
green
inviting me to short more and more
cash,
and more.
1.7 billion in the plane.
But
Every
what's keeping
bank
me
in
out
Virginia,
is Trump
DC,
speaking.
and Maryland was stripped of their cash. They took out all the cash from the banks. They put it into a plane, a Boeing 757 packed with cash.
But NQ is
And they
making
flew
new
it to
highs.
Iran, and they let these guys just, I don't know
Not
what the hell they did with
worst
it,
setup
but they
in
took
a
it.
sense.
And then gave
Because
them
the way
billions
ES
and
is acting-
billions of dollars and bribed them basically to be friends. And after giving them tens of billions of dollars, they screwed Obama, okay? That's not the way we play. No.
The
we
hourly
do it the
candle is
old-fashioned
closed completely
way.
different as well
And
for ES
they
and NQ.
should wave, they're very proud.
Completely different.
Maybe you won't see a white flag, but essentially that's already what they are. They should wave the flag, the white flag of surrender. In hockey, they say, "Uncle," right? When are they gonna cry uncle? But, and they have another expression. If this were a fight, they would stop it. But you know, we have to go out and we have to do it, and it's very sad to see. Even shooting those boats, they've got 3-4 guys. They got a little machine gun in front. They're
Volume is
shooting at
super low
one of
though.
our ships that's meant for it. It bounces. They don't even know they're being shot at. And then they take it out with an Apache helicopter in about 2 seconds. They go, Apache, ship, northwest 10 degrees. Turns around, boom. I don't like that, you know? You lose people. All these people, it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. One thing we have the greatest military in the world. I built it because I built it in my first term. I didn't think I'd be using it at least
And
so
this
much
divergence is inviting me
second
to
term.
short so much.
But we have the greatest military, the best equipment in the world.
But
We had 111
do we want to go against
missiles
Trump
shot
speaking?
at one of our assets, one of the
I'm not sure.
aircraft carriers, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Think of this,
looking choicy on ES.
111 sophisticated missiles shot at one of our aircraft
BL,
carriers.
you think this is the
And
boom?
every
You think this
single
is
one
the
of those
this is it?
missiles was shot down with no problem whatsoever.
I see the
If you
vision.
would've
I
said
see the
that
vision
10 years
completely,
ago,
but
5 years ago, it would have been an impossibility. You would have had to take those shots.
Jesus, it
Every
doesn't
single
shut us
missile
down.
was laying in the water far away. I mean, not even, they weren't even upset. And they're the coolest people. If you ever see them, you know, Pete, when they do the missile, right? They say missile coming, and these guys go, it's like almost like, oh, they're very smart. These are
What is he
extremely
even
smart
saying,
people.
though?
They go to very good schools, but they shot down. Who would think they're like a needle in a haystack?
He was talking
111
about
missiles
I
shot.
don't listen so much because it's from my headphones.
11 missiles were knocked down into the water.
But
Didn't even
some
get
things
close
he's saying,
to the aircraft carrier.
it's
No,
Trump.
nobody has a military
You
like
can't be
this.
surprised.
Okay, a couple of more, and then I want to go out and watch these great athletes. I'm not talking about him and him and him. I'm talking about these kids because I think you're going to be far better as an athlete than anybody behind you. Okay, do you agree? I think you're going to be a better athlete. What sport
And
do
this
you play?
divergence is.
I play football.
Oh,
There you go.
do you think
Think
you
he's
think you're
getting
gonna be
done
better
now?
than him? You'll be faster. You're going to be so much faster than him. He's going to be like lightning. He was
Man,
known
I
for
like
speed,
short
by the way.
hair so much.
I don't know. I think pretty good. What sport do you play?
I don't play sport because my mom.
The divergence we are getting is juicy.
Gymnastics. Oh, wow. That's a good sport. It's a great sport. What do you play?
I do dance, but I also do.
5 minutes is telling me some nice stories as well in terms of RSI.
What about you? Look at this guy. He's a big guy.
Me, I'm doing football right now, and next year I'm going to be trying to do powerlifting.
Oh, whoa.
Yes,
Whoa.
Already, let's go.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
And you'll never
I think he's
compete
done
against
speaking
women
now.
in powerlifting.
No, sir.
Did you
And
see
ES
they
is
had
not
a man
looking
powerlifter?
good for
He decided
lungs
to
anymore.
Go the opposite direction. Took a record. Stood for 18 years. He beat it by 119 pounds. Okay? They put the little quarter of an ounce. Didn't do it. For 18 years it stood. This guy came, he was a failed powerlifter. But he went on the other side and he decided that he wanted to go into women's sports and he broke the record by 118 pounds. Think that's fair? So I don't think we'll have to worry about you.
This ES is
Are
inviting
you a
me to
strong
sure.
person?
Thank you. More and
Think
more
you
and
can
more and
take
more.
me in a fight? I think you could.
Is it
That would be
done?
embarrassing, wouldn't it? How about you? What sport do you play?
I.
I play volleyball, and then this
God
summer
damn.
I'm trying to get into soccer.
Oh, I wish he was done speaking. I will
With your height,
probably
you
short
smash
this right
the
now.
ball, the volleyball?
You know
You
what?
get up high. Can you jump high?
Not bad.
Soccer might be better. I don't want to be. I'm just looking. I think she'd be a great soccer player.
No, this
That's
short
good. Good
is
luck, okay?
starting to play
What
out.
about you?
This is starting to really play out.
And you know that guy, right?
Uh,
You know
you
that
know,
guy. You think you could be as good as him, son?
this divergence
Not
is
easy.
playing out, boys.
Won't be better.
This might be the
Look
time.
at this young man today.
This might be the
All the young
time.
men
The
out there,
Bulls gonna get
He had
fucked.
the best manners
Well,
possible.
This
He was a
divergence is
smile.
juicy.
I said, how are you? He looked me in the eye and he said, fine, thank you, sir. How are you? Not just
wow.
good. Tremendous.
Are you a good golfer?
Yes.
So, what's your handicap? Do you have a handicap?
15.
So, this man is
Okay, I'm
90
gonna
years old.
We have one.
Do you think you
Okay,
can
I'll
beat
wait
him?
2 minutes.
I'm betting on Gary.
We have the hourly candle. God damn, I don't want to miss this shot. I
Hey,
think
you know
this
what
is
else?
a
And he doesn't choke.
really.
That's a
It's
big
starting to play
You know,
out,
a lot of
the
guys can play,
divergence.
but the flag goes up and bad things happen. And I think being in good shape helps you in that respect too, Gary.
You see, if it wasn't a cherished table, this is very historic. I could get on this table and do 50 push-ups like that. Most people can't do that, even when they're going in the army, right? So you've got to keep in shape.
Yes, sir.
And you tell everybody how you
This
love this
5 minute
country.
RSI is
Okay?
looking trashy too.
Good.
5 minute
Good way
RSI
to end.
making lower highs,
So we're going to
price
go out. We're
making
going to
higher highs.
say hello to the athletes. We have young and
Can't
great
get
athletes. We also have some
juicy.
big superstars out there waiting for us. And thank you very much. And Bryson, thank you very much. You really took this and brought it to a level. It's true. Biden and President
Yes,
Obama
might lose 5 minute 21
decided
EMA.
that
Oh, I
wasn't
saw it as
important,
well.
And they're so wrong. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, he's done. I will wait these 30 seconds, but I'm ready to enter. I think we might be cooking a nice shot here. 9 minute giving 9 EMA up as well. Yeah. I'm starting to believe this shot more and more and more. We have 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, nice. He's done. I'll put the music back. And then let's see. Okay, new hour opening. The music a little bit quieter as well. Okay. I like the hourly opening. I'm in with one. I'm ready to come in with few more. You're out, Sam. Makes sense. I mean, we're building some kind of case for shorts, right? And we opened hourly how I like as well. I like how this hourly opened. Let me calculate fuel with risk. I don't have profit target yet, but I'm probably looking at least these lows, something like this. As long as this divergence lives, I'm happy to be in this trade. So what I mean by that is, as long as ES doesn't take this high, which I'm looking at my left monitor, I'm okay holding this trade for longer. We'll see. Guys, but I need to get some food. I'm gonna leave this trade on. If it's not gonna stop me out right here and right now. Let's see what ES, let me give 5 more minutes to be in this trade in front of you guys, but now you know what kind of trade I'm in. I will probably scale, let me see what the ATR is as well, but I'm gonna get some food. I think that's it for me today in terms of stream. Let me see what the ATR is. I'm getting really hungry. 67, let me do some calculations. I want my stop loss to be 67, 193. I think my trade will be something like this. I'm ready to risk 135. It will be my last trade of today. 100 points. I think based on the, I need to adjust my stop loss based on the ATR. I'm likely, we'll see. I'm looking what ES will do at this high right here. If ES takes out this high, I might close it manually. If ES doesn't take out this high, Then I will keep it on. The only since why you didn't trail though? You had a nice entry. Didn't want to trail your stop loss? If I was in a long right now, I would probably trail it until this. But in hindsight, who cares? You took 50 points with 2 contracts. That's nice money. That's very good money. Okay. I might even close this trade right now if ES takes out this high. This divergence is the only thing that keeps me in this trade. If ES takes out this 28.6, I might close it early, but we'll see. We are dancing at my entry. Let's see. I would think I want to. There's many things that need to happen for us to hit the TP. You still keep going with one MNQ? No, I'm ready to scale if ES doesn't take out the high. I'm gonna scale in with some confirmation. I need some confirmation to scale in. EMA's break, ES closes into the 15-minute orb, like those kind of confirmation would make me want to scale in. As long as we're not having it, right? We have 15-minute 9 EMA still holding us. Everything is signaling bullish. I don't want to scale into a loser. But if I get some confirmation, I'm looking on my left. If I get some confirmation, I will go in with more. I really need to go to the bathroom. Let's see. How many green candles? Ooh, we have sea of green in hourly, huh? Short not cooking right now? Wait. Gotta stay patient. We are still in the range. But if ES takes out the high, then it's not cooking anything. On my left, I'm looking at this yellow line, and ES is getting a little bit too close to my liking. If that's the case, I'm gonna close it manually. That's the only one big reason why I'm still in this trade. Whew. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll close my stream as well when I go, but I might close this trade on stream too, because I don't like what ES is doing anymore. ES is only 2 points away from the high. This is chill music. I mean, since 30 minutes already, I don't see it anymore. I feel you. I've not been in this for 30 minutes, but I understand you completely. Nine minute and 15 minute RSI is bouncing on 60. Is 9 minute? What's your fate, Kristen? Christianity. Is 5 minute bouncing on 5 minute? 5 minute? I saw 5 minute. No, 5 minute is below 65 RSI. But 50 minute we have a long way to go. Oh, on ES, yeah, it bounced. You're right on ES. But ES still haven't taken the the high. If ES takes out this high, I might close this trade. I don't think I'm losing every single hope that I had for this idea. But yeah, you have a good eye. In terms of 15 minute, yes. 15 minute is holding and 15 minute is more important. So truly potential zombie rally continuing. It feels super zombie rally day as well. Now we are into the Wall Street lunch as well. It's the time where the volume dies down. Let's see, this high here is for me everything in this trade. I'm ready to close this trade because ES is showing that the rally will continue. 2 points ES. Oh, the classic zombie rally day, huh? You know, zombie rally days are the most boring to watch if you're not in a trade. If you're in a trade, it's grinding towards your profit target or whatever, then it's fun. But if you're just watching the market, like we've been doing nothing for 2 hours now. 2 hours we've been in a range, NQ same, 2 hours. 2 hours the price haven't done anything. So unless you have a really good entry for longs, for me this is the most boring market conditions, but might change. We might get some headline. Although it seems that we don't get any headlines today as well, because Trump kinda already spoke. But we'll see. Let's see if ES takes out this high or not. If it takes, I'm gonna close this trade. I'm also gonna get some food and probably finish the stream. Man, what a boring day. A little bit boring day in markets. But we are trading indexes. They can't be interesting every day, right? They are big asset classes or investment vehicles. So some days, goddamn, I need some food. My stomach is making noises. ES is deleting the trade idea in... Not yet. Still not taking out this high. But man, what a slow day, huh? New York today has felt more like Asian session. How was the Asian session, by the way? Did you guys trade Asian session? No, it's an uptrend. Uptrend clear as a day. Where is the choice? Where is the... I don't want to say headlines because they're random, but where is, you know, some movement, some breakouts, some reversals, something, you know? I feel like we've been stuck for 2 hours. I know some of you have been in trade for even longer. I've been in this trade for maybe 10 minutes and I'm already bored. Let's see if ES takes out this high or not. This is... $1 ES. if ES takes out this high, I'm gonna close this trade and I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna come back around 2 hours. Then I'm gonna come back to the markets because that's usually when the volume comes back. Right now there is no volume, there is no movement. Unless you're trading with size, that market is moving a lot. Right? The only way you can make market interesting for you, trade with size. If it's low, trade with size. Not financial advice. And please don't do it. God damn, this lounge music is making me even more hungry. Can ES takes out the high now? Do we have any winners in the Discord today? Horrible market. I'm out for the day. Have fun, guys. Choppy days are the most boring. He is still not taking out the high. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get some food. I want to close this trade in front of you, but the market is not marketing because ES still haven't taken out this high. If ES takes out this high, I'm closing this trade. If not, I'm letting it run. But I'm losing hope for any reversal. Anyways, guys, I really need to go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna get some food. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you still enjoyed the stream even though the market was super boring. You know my trade, you know the trade idea that I have for this trade, so you also know when I'm gonna close this trade, when I'm not gonna close this trade. Might be in 2 points in ES, might not be. What market session are you trading right now? What do you mean? New York. But it looks like Asian. It looks like Asian session, if that's what you meant. Anyways, guys, this is the trade. I'm still holding it until ES takes out this high. Then I might close it. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, guys, don't, if you're already in profits, don't trade this market today. There are some days where you shouldn't trade. Today is one of them. I will try to make it green, but I'm not gonna do something extreme as well. We'll see. Anyways, enjoy your evening, guys. Trade well. I'll see you guys tomorrow.